Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. You're with the Crypto Lifer. We don't take days off. We pump through every single pump. We short through every single dump. We continue to take gains out of the market regardless of the scenario. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. Thank you so much for jumping on in. Let's start with the lemon water. Let's get it going. Let's get down to Bismuth, baby. Let's do it. Let's do it. Do I have any lemon left in the lime? I do. I got some in this left sector here. I usually try to get a 3 to 4 days. Yeah, 3 days. After the third day, your lemon's a little sketch. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for your precious asset, and that is your time. Without your time, we don't have a show. Let's drink that lemon water. A bit blurry. Really. Anku Kutsi Butsu. A bit blurry. I don't think so. I think you're... Maybe you're right. Chance we hit it slightly. Gotta get the chin exactly where I'm at. My eyesight is the worst. So hard for me to see. Kind of messed up my mojo, man. But whatever. Sometimes probably better off. I thought it looked fine to me. Anyway, shout out to everybody here. Yeah, it was a bit blurry, or the lens is dirty. Lens is never dirty. Dude, you're out. You're out. For you to even say my lens is dirty, you're out. Jonathan, time out for the night. Yep. Don't ever say my lens is dirty, bro. I'm hiding you on the channel now. I know you love me, and I know we have a great connection, but don't ever say my lens is dirty again. That was for pure entertainment for most people. I'm sure they laughed their butt off. But I'm just saying, don't say my lens is dirty. That, to me, that infers a lot about my life, that I don't keep my space clean, I don't keep my house clean, I don't keep myself clean. So telling me my lens is dirty is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. And you need to be removed for just the day, just for the day. Just for the day. You can come back tomorrow, but for the day you are removed, you know. I'm taking one from, you are removed. Yeah. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Let's break it down. Let's talk about what's happening in the space. Let's take a big sip of lemon water. Nice and crispy, just how I like it, baby. Yeah. Let's take a look. SHIB, the only thing holding it down today after that big pump for Shiba Inu. Made huge gains. I put out SHIB on the 29th of July. We were all over that. If you were in my group, we nailed it. Compromising techniques. Fishing. Weird. Decalcify the pineal gland. Every single time you drink lemon water, you are decalcifying the pineal gland, creating your own reality. I get to see that stubble now. Yeah. Oh, so you guys really want my stubble. I get it. Hi, you handsome crypto livers. Shout out to Laura Marshall. Thank you so much for jumping on in. I appreciate that. Woo. Heartthrobs in the building. Yeah, DXY was going to pump on the 1 hour. We talked about that. We'll break it down in a second. I like Sol right now in this beautiful shoulder, head, and a shoulder. Could be pumping to the upside. The 1 hour and the 4 hour look like they have some legs. So, Sol, been pumping nicely. I could see a nice 15% gain out of Sol. I'm not in Sol. I don't have any money in it or anything, and I don't know the project owners. I'm just looking at the technical analysis, and that's a falling wedge that breaks up 68% of the time. We consider that a bull flag. So that's a bull flag. Look, resistance. You're at a previous resistance and a possible SR flip for Sol. Sol on my radar. So I just like to, show you something that I'm thinking about right off the bat when I start out. Wanted to take a moment to shout out everyone in the group who has been in a difficult season recently. The ocean is rough sometimes, but you are getting better at surfing every single day. Yeah, shout out to Dustin Calva for the $10 super chat. Hey, I've been there. We've all been there. It is not easy. Blues and grays blow. Look at sharp. I keep saying that those are your colors, man. Stick with it. Straight dripping, man. I love the blues and grays, man, every single time. I've been wearing blue and gray since I was a kid. I fell in love with gray when I was 13. I got an Echo gray hoodie, and I just knew gray was my thing, man. I love gray. This tie is blue and gray. You got the checkers, you got this. This got the blue matching the blue in the shirt, but the navy and some of the dark coalescing, Put a lot of thought into the morning outfit, you know what I'm saying? Plus, we're going to be on Miss Teen Crypto today. Follow her. Dude, she's blowing up on Twitter. Let's take a look at who she is, what she does. Miss Teen Crypto. And she also put out a huge ad for us. She's the best. Also, wait. I saw this story, and I want to donate $2,000 to this man. So I'm going to donate $2,000. I'm saying it publicly. I'm going to find this dude. We're going to put him on the channel. We're going to give him $2,000 live on the channel. We're going to transfer PayPal. I don't know what we got to do, but I'm giving this man $2,000. Why? Well, let's take a look. I read this morning. He started an adoption process for Emilio in 2019 and has raised nearly $60K on GoFundMe to pay for the Haitian government for the costly adoption. He's hoping he can adopt and officially become Emilio's father by next year. It is on GoFundMe, and I really don't trust GoFundMe. It's kind of sad. I don't trust GoFundMe as far as I can throw them after the fiasco, you know? I really don't. If I can get him the funds in another way, like to his actual bank account, I would love to do it. So I'm going to find out who this man is. 4.5 years ago, he found a baby in the trash, this dude. On New Year's Eve, I was on my way to an orphanage. I found a baby boy in the dumpster eating by fire ants. Left abandoned to die. No father or mother to be found. So sad and quite shocking. There wasn't a single soul who wanted to do something about it. They thought the baby was cursed or had some evil spirit. They were so blinded by the intensity of magical ritual, which is really prevalent in Haiti. He had no clothes, was in excruciating pain. I proceeded with nervous energy to get him out. I had to do what I had to do when no one else wanted to do it. Later on, I was asked to be his legal guardian. Wait, what? I didn't know what I was going to do. I was confused. It didn't seem to make sense to me. My spirit was agitated and kept me awake for days thinking about what to do. I have learned that in life, if you keep thinking on things you cannot do it, it will feed your fear and starve your faith. I took courage and stood firmly to carry the cross. I was somewhat excited, even though I did not know how I was going to be able to take care of him. The process did not really give me the means of ascertaining what it could take to be his legal guardian. I want to help this man. He found a baby in the trash, and this man wants to keep this kid alive. This is the type of people we need in this world. This is the light that we need in this life. We're going to find out who this dude is. If anyone can find out, we're going to find out his name. His name is Jimmy Carter Amicial. All right? Or is Jimmy doing this? I want to find out this man's name. All right? So please, I want everyone on this research. I want to find out who this dude is. We want to contact him. I'd like to have him on the show if I could. And I'd like to talk about what he's doing here because this is a big deal. This is a big, big deal. I'd like to hand him the money myself. Not a big trustworthy of GoFundMe. If I have to, I will just send the money to GoFundMe. You know what I'm saying? But I would really like to hand him those funds if possible. I don't know if that's possible, but man, the fact that he found a baby in the trash, this hit me. I'm going to keep my team on it. I'm going to keep my wife on it. We're going to make sure I want to have this man on the show. I want to talk about light, love, and the pursuit of happiness and how he found a baby in the trash and how he couldn't let go. This is a big deal to me. And it hit me really, really hard in the heart. So, yeah. God blessed him to take care of that child. Again, I know we're here for Bitcoin, but I'm also here to talk about just real life every single day. All right, let's take a look at what happened to Bitcoin last night. If you were on the show last night, it was absurd. The show was crazy last night. Absolutely crazy. Last night we were here. We were right here, and everyone was wondering what was happening to Bitcoin. I called a long. I was long, if you remember correctly. I was long since this divergence here too, but long, and lo and behold, we found an inverted head and shoulder. Well, that was yesterday, but we found this bullish divergence here. All right, let's take a look. Right here, there was bullish divergence on the 15. Hard to see, really, but it was there. Swing down. Even the 7-minute had a bit of it. Right here, the 7-minute had it like perfectly. So look. I also have bullish divergence right now on the 15. We're going to take a look at that. But look, swing down to swing down and swing up to swing up. That tells you that that's your bottom. I long on 7-minute divergence many times, and I did long that, right? Then we had to get above the zone, and everyone was wondering, what are we going to do? We made this funky double bottom. It was sketchy. We looked at BOOKMAP. BOOKMAP showed us where the liquidity was, and we saw that there was a huge sell order at 25K. First there was buy orders down low, but then they moved the sell orders back up. We were able to predict last night that we were going to 25,000. Then together we watched the most amazing thing happen. So look, there's this double bottom. See this double bottom? Boom, boom. That was a double bottom. Then we made this flag of the 7-minute. The 7-minute was in this like bearish rectangle. And then boom, we got a short squeeze like you read about. It broke out, did the retest. See the retest? Retested the zone and then broke to the upside. It also broke out of this bigger channel that we had it in. Boom. Once we got there, the 1 hour was so overbought. You see that? And so was the 4 hours heading down. That's weird, but 4 hour wanted to loop back up. But look, the 1 hour got very overbought. And we were out of resistance and we couldn't get above. And I said, if Bitcoin can't close a candle above like 25,100, 25,200, we're probably looking for more downside back to the bottom of the pattern. It's just that simple. You hit the top of the pattern, and you can't get above resistance and you get high in the stochastics, you're likely to head to the bottom of the pattern, right? Apply a little pressure for Gina Bombina to start her stream. Slap down. Ooh. Jimmy Amasial is the man's name. Thank you. I want to have that man on the show. His name is Jimmy. I called it, but rejected harsh off the 200 a week. So look, we also told you how to easily trade this with the 1 hour time frame. Every time it went below the dotted line, that was your entry for Bitcoin. Below the dotted line, bang. It was simple. Below the dotted line right there, bang. Below the dotted line right there, 1, 2, 3, 4 perfect entries for Bitcoin. All you had to do was buy it below the dotted line on the divergence, on the RSI, on the 1 hour time frame. It gave perfect bottoms every single time. Now, this isn't in the bottom. Usually we're going to keep going up because the RSI, look, it oscillates like this. It comes up, comes down, comes up, comes down, and eventually comes all the way up in a kind of in a movement. Then it rounds. Then it comes all the way back down. It's interesting. It has legs for Bitcoin. It had at the time, right? So now the 1 hour was high. We suggested that we would come to the downside because we were overbought. I'm a stochastics trader. And what they did last night was absurd. If we look at the 4 hour candle, it was absurd. They blasted us up, then they blasted us right down into the middle of the night. Pretty ridiculous. But we were there, and we suggested, look at my green zone. Why do I have this green zone? Because resistance chop, resistance bounce. And look, there's a POC. I mean, not a POC. This is the POC. The red line's your POC, the point of control. But you have a high volume node sticking out here for Bitcoin. So we should get a bounce. So once I saw that, and we were at like 23.97 this morning, I'll show you what I was looking at. Right off the bat, I saw this swing down. You see this? I'm going to get it. And this here was a swing to the upside. See that? On the 15, not on the 1 hour. So look. That clearly is an uptrend. See it? And you can double click and look at it. From one swing low to the next swing low, it's an uptrend. See that? When we look at the price action, it's a downtrend. That's bullish divergence, and we got a pop. Then we double bottomed here. We're moving on the 15, but we can't get above resistance. So resistance now for Bitcoin. At this node right here, look, 24,300. Look, it's sticking out right there. You see that? See how this VPVR really helps you trade? Really comes in conjunction with, and I mean, you could really just use support and resistance. You'll be pretty spot on. But every once in a while, you might miss a node, and it's just good to have them both, in my humble opinion. It's good to have them both locked and loaded, because if you don't, you may just miss something. All right? Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you so much for everyone being here. 574 people on the live stream, 214 likes. Everybody, I fell through a glass door. I was bleeding profusely out right near my main artery. I should be dead. I was not here. My time is valuable. I don't have a lot of it. Your time is valuable. If you're going to be here, you got to hit that like button. You got to push forward at the speed of light. I'm telling you right now, it's so valuable that you hit the like button because it helps the stream move forward. I can't reiterate how important it is. I know you're watching right now. You're enamored. You see the tie, the pocket square. You're just blown away. You are in shock. You're in shock. You're just this beautiful man with these beautiful eyes. You're sitting there. You're just like, you can't move. I get it. But you're going to have to shake it off, hit that like button, and get yourself into the live stream. I'm sorry. I hope you're laughing right now because I am. It's all jokes, all right? I don't take myself that seriously. You shouldn't either. Shout out to everybody here on the live. We're going to watch this liquidity kind of lag on in here and see what's happening. We do see more buys than sells here. 23,500 seems to be a glob, but not a lot of heat on the heat map. We're going to let this kind of space in here and see what's going on. All right, here we go. We have this huge order at 23,500 for 1,200 Bitcoin. So someone is really trying to bring the price down to 23.5. You can see that clear as day. So there's more orders down here than there are up here. A bit sketchy. This guy's up here trying to make a sell at 25.5 at 757 Bitcoin. There's just way more Bitcoin. Look, 1,200, 300. Wow. There's dang near 1,800 Bitcoin, 19,000, 2,000 Bitcoin here, 23,000, 24,000 and 23,005. Let me show you here. So look it. We got a lot of orders here. 23.5, fat order. Nothing up here. So just like last night, remember we saw the orders up here and we went to 25,000, 25,250. Same scenario is brewing here. So we got to heat it. It's on the radar. It's definitely something we need to watch. All right. I want to see how bad that fan noise is. It's a little bit. Music takes care of it a little bit. When I have the jacket on, I kind of need the fan though. Just a little bit. So we're back at 24,100. I don't have a lot of faith in the move so far. Let's take a look more of what we're seeing for Bitcoin. All right. So a bit of a double bottom here, as you can see. That's a W. Can we break to the upside? And a bit of a shoulder, a head and a shoulder there on the 7-minute time frame. See that? Shoulder, head, and a shoulder. However, at the end of the day, to me, it's a bear flag. Symmetrical triangle that wants to break to the downside. Measured move is 23,500. So Bitcoin looking somewhat bearish on the 15-minute, getting overbought and not able to get above resistance. It's a big deal. All right. Your new resistance for Bitcoin is 24,280. Right. So that becomes a next green zone. That's a zone we must break. And you can see there's been a lot of action here. So if Bitcoin doesn't break above 24,400 area, 24,500, you can kiss this rally goodbye. Okay. So I just want to make that really clear. I'm not bullish or bearish any single day. I am structured to this support and resistance. Whatever I see in support and resistance, that's what it is. Right here, we have heavy resistance coming for BTC. If we don't get above it, you can expect more downside. It's that simple. Keep it simple. Stupid. You ever hear that word, kiss? And I don't mean to say stupid, but it's an old saying. My mom, she didn't say it to me. She just brought it up. Keep it simple, stupid. You know, it means just like, don't overthink it. If Bitcoin can't get above 24,500, we are not bullish. Okay? Hands down. All right? We will freestyle in a second, but we're working off the older pattern here just to keep us in conjunction. So I want to see the push to the upside. There is momentum with the 15. We would need a bit of a short squeeze. I don't see the liquidity for it. I see way more liquidity down here, but it could move. Anything could happen. We'll take it one step at a time. Right now we're holding 24K, and that is a good sign. So look, this is a symmetrical triangle, hands down. It breaks up 50% of the time. So we got a 50% shot we break up, a 50% shot we break down. Beck, what does that do for us, Lifer? Well, the stochastics usually give you the probability. So right now, as the stochastics are getting high, there's more of a probability we break to the downside. All right. And we're not getting above a resistance as well. So clearly, Bitcoin had a nice support zone that it fell through. That has to break back above to remain bullish. And we talked about it yesterday. Remember 24,500? I went over this over and over again. We faked out above it. We faked right below it. Complete fake outs here. They're just going after liquidations. These are the leverage traders. Now, I leverage traded last night on the 3L token, and we made it. But I sold up here. I sold immediately. Whenever the 1 hour is super overbought, I get out. It's a very simple process to trade. I use the 15-minute, the 7-minute, and the 1 hour to take gains out of the market day in and day out, whether it's short or long, baby. And they work really well because when you see the smaller time frames not get above a support zone, you short. When you see them break above and retest, you long. So you long support, you short resistance, and it's simple as that. We're getting tight in a channel here. We know exactly, we know the two areas where Bitcoin is likely to go. All right, and then we're gonna move with that idea. So right now the 15-minute does have momentum. It could cross this line and go huge move. I've seen this cross the dotted line and a huge move pump to the upside. So anything is possible. Remember that. However, you got a lack of bullish momentum on the MACD. Just like when you have a small lack of bearish momentum here, so we could pump. You have lack of bullish momentum here, says we could dump. So it's starting to form more likely that we head down to 23,005 than anything else. I'm not guaranteeing it, but it's just starting to form more likely, or at least in this channel and stay in the chop. All right. 1 hour is bullish, but it's just crossing the dotted line, and it could dump down here and continue down. It is a double bottom here. 1, 2. That's a bit of a double bottom with a lower low, though. But still, and we do see the bullish divergence there, slightly on, even on the 1 hour, slightly bullish divergence there. Could propel us back to the upside. Funky pattern, to say the least. That's what happens when they play games with us. The market makers play games. I mean, I guess this is the pattern here, too. I like this better. I'll omit that last half. This just makes more sense. See that? Thank you so much for the $30 in SuperChat. 666 people on the live, 366 likes. It's awesome when you see as many likes as watchers. It really means that everyone there is a loyal lifer, really here for the movement, really here for me every single day. Man, I show up every single day. You know how many days I could just say, you know what, I'm going to take 1 day off here and call it a day? I don't do that. So if I don't take a day off, you got to hit that like button. Come on now. It's just the proper, honorable thing to do. I show up every day dressed nicely, respectful, do my hair. I don't crawl in, throwing on a t-shirt like most of these YouTubers, throwing on a hat. I do myself, I take a shower, I work out, I get ready for this live stream as if It is the biggest event of my life. I respect each and every one of you with great respect. And that's why I dress nicely. People that dress nicely for you. We want you to see the world beautiful. We want you to see that the world is nice. We want you to see that people look amazing. All right? So that's what it's all about. So can we get the short squeeze to the upside? We could. There's a chance. More liquidity is getting added here. You can see the heat map starting to load up here. Starting to load up. They want 23.5. Will they get it? I don't know. I do not know. We'll know in a second or two, though. Big bounce here. So we did get the bullish divergence. That's a bullish divergence, too. Right here, look. That swung to the downside. This swings to the upside. This little move here. Hard to see, but that is bullish divergence right there. All right. 1 hour wants to push to the upside, but we do have to deal with the 15-minute. All right. 24,000 is holding. We do see the shoulder, the head and the shoulder here. Let's take a look at that on the 7-minute time frame and break it down. Remember yesterday, 2 days ago, it was the inverted on the 7-minute that got us, even though everything was pinned. We called a short squeeze on it. And that got us out of the jam. Are we going to repeat this again? Possible. That is the measured move. We're pinned, though. It would have to be a short squeeze. Yet again, you would have to know how to use BOOKMAP here in this situation. Okay? Don't worry, I'll teach you every single day. You'll figure it out. Once you become an exceptional trader, you will spend between $100 and $500 a month on instruments, things that help you figure out how to make more money, right? On adding to your repertoire of tools and weapons to get you through. So remember that. That's why when people bug about the $100, I'm like, $100? You know how much I spend a month? Come on, man. You know how much I spend a month on basically on contractors for the company, right? On consulting fees, on website building, just on all these little things that I use for the channel. Come on, man. You can't be shy to spend money, man. Scared money does not make money. I have to spend thousands of dollars a month, every month, to keep my business flowing. It is not free, right? How do you think we get all the views on YouTube, all the extra videos? We have people banging those out. That costs money. You know what I'm saying? You got to spend money to make money. Hands down. Hoping the toxic femininity makes a comeback one day. What is that? Don't say stuff like that, man. Thingbook, I love you, man, but be really careful, man. I might put you on timeout for stuff like that, man. I love you, but dude, chill. Please chill. Don't say anything like that. I have a twin sister, an older sister, and even if you mean well, you don't know what someone else is saying there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's a weird message, bro. Be careful, man. It's love for everybody. If you have any pejorative, what does pejorative mean? It's negative. Don't be negative. All right. So we have an inverted here. Can we bump to the upside? It's looking like we're getting rejected. The oscillators say no way. We would have to get a short squeeze on BOOKMAP. Probability is that we don't go any higher and we just we mill out here. So we're watching the symmetrical triangle for Bitcoin. Can we break to the upside on a short squeeze is the question. And look, we're at 24,000. You can see there's heavy resistance right here. Because bounce, bounce, bounce. That's resistance right there. And there's a node right there too. See it? So that's an area that we're going to have issues with right there. Right where we're at, 24,180. All right. We're pinned on the stochastics. Have to be a short squeeze at this point. It's likely we're headed back to the downside right now on the 15-minute. If anything, too, we're just at a up, down, up, and you're headed back to the bottom of the channel. That wouldn't be too bad. We could pump to the upside. However, we did see the divergence, which says we shouldn't have a lower low. So, indecision for Bitcoin. See how some days I come on and I'm like, I'm bullish, long, and then we go and it's that simple, and then we move on. And then other days it's not. Monday, you will find, are the hardest days that we go over Bitcoin because they don't want to let us know, and it's false move Monday. They're playing games. So that's why we go to outside sources. We're going to take a look at the rest of the world markets now and break it down. All right. Remember, the S&P looked bearish last night. The Dow Jones was bearish too as well. We had some scenarios that did not look good, that weren't in our favor. Let's take a look at ES1, the S&P mini futures. All right. And this is really a good way to track BTC. All right. Look at the 7-minute, just hit a rejection point and dumped. That's not a good sign for Bitcoin. 7-minute is dumping to the downside. Likely that Bitcoin 7-minute will possibly dump to the downside. 15-minute is also overbought and hitting resistance. Not the best sign. Slight, yeah, it's not good. And there's some bearish divergence there that we were calling out yesterday. See right there, swing down, swing up. That's bearish divvy. So I said, hey, can we make this flag and flag on out? This would be beautiful. So I have this idea that this shape could play out. The 1 hour is bullish for the S&P. So let's remove this for now. This for now. That kind of did slightly break out after it went latently down, though. So this is my projection for the S&P. Let's take a look at the bigger time frame, the daily for ES1. So you can clearly see, if you want to make your support and resistance lines, we have heavy resistance right here. And you can see the notes, 44,465, right? 4,465. And then right where we're at, where we broke, I mean, that was heavy resistance, 4,200. We did get above the resistance. It's a big deal. Bounce, bounce, resistance, resistance. We got above it. It's a good sign. However, look at the daily. Extremely overbought. We would need an anomaly, one of those anomaly moves where the price action goes sideways and continues to pump, even though the stochastics drags down. I've seen it happen. It can happen. I'll take you through it if it happens. So I'm open-minded. I've seen things that the normal trader just has never seen. I've live streamed hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. My live stream alone proves to you that I've probably charted more than most of your YouTubers that you know. You know, they do a couple videos a day. I do those videos for my for my group. I do what YouTubers do every day for my group multiple times a day. I make multiple Bitcoin updates. Usually these guys make one Bitcoin update a day and then they come back every day. It takes 10 to 20 minutes to make a Bitcoin update, slap a thumbnail on and get it out there. It takes 2 hours to live stream every day. That's dedication, okay? I was looking at my competition or people that are near me, and they've been on for 4 years. They have 3 million views. We already have 2 million views, you know, and we've been on since 2019. So they had 2 years on us. We almost, you know, we have basically 60% of their views. We are creating a connection to the people too. Every day you see more of me. I see more of you. The community grows. It's an exceptional feeling to be here every day. I'm telling you right now. And it continues to roll. 701 people on the live, 445 likes, $36 in chat revenue. Can we get the likes up to the watchers? Don't bring me down below 700. We just hit 700. Keep the likes pumping. We pumped to 500. We pumped to 7, 8, 9. Get 1,000 people on this live stream, baby. Instead of watching people watch people eat socks, man. We can have a real live stream here. All right. So look, we did get rejected here by the top trend line. 7 minutes said no way, no short squeeze. We squeezed other shorts last night. I don't think we have enough shorts. Honestly, I think we scared away the shorts for now. I don't know if there's enough liquidity to drag them back in. We are holding 24,000, and we could go sideways even. And that's why I draw flags. We could just end up going sideways. Anything is possible. That is an inverted head and shoulder. However, there's a 32% chance that nothing happens from it. All right. Bitcoin's tough right now. Monday morning, they're not going to give it out. Monday morning, they play games Monday morning every single time for BTC. 1 minute wants to pop to the upside. I'm expecting a pop for the 1 minute. Measured move would take you to 24,660, but we have to deal with the 15-minute first. We can't ignore that the 15-minute is overbought and at a resistance and wicking and getting wicked back down too. All right, not the best sign for Bitcoin. So let's break it down again. What did I say that's important that you should write down on a whiteboard? If Bitcoin can't break above 24,500, expect more bearishness. If Bitcoin can't break back above 24,200, expect a dump to the downside. Likely, your measured move is to 23,500. All right? It is that. Or we could bounce off this zone here, but this is your idea. Either you get above 24.5 or you're probably headed to 23.5. It's pretty simple, okay? You could even come up here and double top. So I'm getting you ready for the bearish scenarios. You double top here, you break to the downside. You see that? This green bar is huge. And that this high volume node sticking out, we must get above it right here. We must get above it to remain bullish. Just like last night. Same scenario. I'm back in the same. Nothing has changed. Okay? So you know where I stand. By 3 or 5 o'clock, we'll either probably break down from one of these or we'll break up from one of these, and I'll reassess the situation. By going over Bitcoin every 3 to 5 hours, you'll be more accurate. It's that simple. The person that does things more than everyone else is better at it. Simple. If you fix a carburetor and you fix 1,000 carburetors, you're going to be better than the guy that fixed 500. If you could say fixing is like when I show up and we don't know where Bitcoin is, I have to fix it, so to speak, like a mechanic. How many times have I fixed Bitcoin, figured out where it's going to go when it's been indecisive, and we've nailed trades? I've done it so many times in this live. So who's going to do it? Who's going to do it when you can't figure out Bitcoin? Who do you think is the man to go to? I wouldn't go to anyone else but me, man. I really wouldn't. And I know every single YouTuber. I know them all. From Gareth Soloway to Benjamin Cohen to Eric Crown. Every single top-notch guy on YouTube. Down to Mitch Ray, man. I've never seen them call the calls that I've called. Or that I want to say that our stream together has called. The other day, someone called out the 7-minute inverted. It wasn't even me. Someone said, check the 7-minute inverted. We checked it. That was the go-to. That was the golden calf. We nailed it with that move. So, yeah. I see no reason to watch any other YouTubers ever again. I just stay in the charts now daily. Every single day. Shout out to everybody here on the live. I appreciate each and every one of you for being here. 766 people. When you got those likes to 500, look what you did. You're controlling the narrative. You're creating the reality in front of your eyes right now. When you hit that like button, you're bumping me up to 800 viewers. You're doing something great for my life and great for this YouTube channel and great for education and great for crypto space. We're not going to pause here and show you a Bybit link. We don't do that. That gets beginners excited. They start trading leverage. They don't know what they're doing. They start losing tons of money. They don't educate themselves. All right, everyone? Educate yourself. All right? I have a class every single Tuesday from 3 to 5. I also teach it the last Saturday or the first Saturday of every month. Come on and check it out. Learn the language of the charts. It's tomorrow from 3 to 5. That's Eastern Standard Time, New York City. I teach class every single Tuesday. I'm going to show you how to figure out what we figured out, how to use the oscillators, how to talk about the MACD. What is the relationship between the MACD and the moving averages? Well, it's called the moving average convergence and divergence. I'll teach you how the MACD was made and back engineered. I will teach you so much in this class. You will be absolutely blown away in 2 hours. I'll give you homework that'll fine-tune your skills. I'll give you a PowerPoint with a 9-point checklist that I personally use to get into every single one of my trades. I basically give you my brain for $99. I'm telling you right now, you will absolutely love it. Look, liquidity is starting to spread. We're seeing a little bit of heat come up at 24,400. Bitcoin's starting to show some signs that it may get squeezed. We're seeing some people begin to short. They may want to go after these short squeezed people. Short squeeze orange juice is what we drink every single morning here on the show. I hope you're liking the flavor, right? Sorry, the flavor. What flavor do you like, baby? What flavor do you like? Shout out to everybody here on the live. Let's jump on into the chat. Let's interact with the chat. How y'all doing today? Can you look at Omi, please? Omi, oldie but goodie. Got really big market cap for the price and then kind of filtered off. Bitcoin 3S has mixed signals. Short squeeze orange juice sounds nice. Shout out to Calder Ronster. Sam is my teacher. Shout out to Roddy Robinson. And Roddy Robinson is my angel. Shout out to everybody here. Mango flavor, baby. Fantastic. Doing well. Shout out to Pastor Brandon Jorgensen. We love you, Pastor. Bitcoin looking spicy this morning. Shout out to Kevin Baker. Bullish rectangle on the 1-minute Bitcoin. What is Bitcoin doing? Lemon water. Ave bugging me out. Been so busy coding my APPI. I barely have been trading. I bet you have, man. Just got here. Doing good. Thanks, Sam. You're in shape as always. Keep it up, baby. Shout out to Dominic Patanak. Thank you so much. Some goobers shorted Bitcoin at 25K. Now there's 1.8 billion in liquidation sitting at 44.5. That's so funny, man. Hey, man, that's a good sign. They want to go up there and grab that liquidity. It's a good idea. Beginner's course last Saturday of every month, August 27th, 9 a.m. Last Saturday of every month, August 27th at 9 a.m. If you need Saturdays, we have it for you. Sam, look at the 3-hour stochastics RSI Bitcoin. When it's high, then Bitcoin is high. It's low, then Bitcoin's low. The best days, we just run by this 3-hour time frame. See for yourself. The 3-hour, huh? He said it was the 3-hour over here. How many hours? 3 hours. So look, I added the time, then I added the number, then the value, the hours. Hit add, it ended up here. Then I have to star it. Then it ends up here on the 3-hour. 3-hour pump, 3-hour pump, 3-hour pump, 3-hour pump, 3-hour dump. Then it got elongated here. All right, so the 3-hour wants to pump us to the upside. I like it. I like it a lot. I mean, 4 hours is the same thing, though. They're 1 hour difference, man. Look, 4-hour pump, 4 hours is the same thing, man. You didn't really show me anything, man. Come on. Let's get real. I love it. I appreciate it, but come on. The 3-hour and the 4-hour? You're splitting hairs here, my man. 4 hours is very bullish. Wants to pump to the upside. It is what it is. So let's hope we get the move. All right. Slight hidden bullish. Not really. I wouldn't say that either. So it doesn't matter what happens. As I showed you before, if we don't get above 24,200, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And if we don't get above 24,005, it doesn't matter. None of this matters. Okay? 24,300, 24,200. Like, these areas are major resistance. Look, resistance here. Resistance. It don't matter, man. Get rid of this thing here. Oh, that's the symmetrical triangle that we're watching, though. Same. Should just be the same, same angle. So we're at a standstill going sideways, and we could go sideways too. I mean, that could happen. But when you're hitting heavy resistance, it's troublesome. Right now, Bitcoin's just sitting sideways. S&P really is going to tell you what's going down, and that daily does not look good. Not at all. Yeah, the smaller time, and look, the 15-minute is at resistance here. So we went over that the daily did break resistance, but it's at another resistance right now. See that? Resistance. That sketches me out. The fact that the S&P is that overbought, you know. Oh, probably coming down to the bottom of the channel. See this? I'm expecting a pullback for the S&P. At least on the 15. Let's take a look here. You're kind of in this, like, you're in a rising wedge in the 15, and you're at the top of the channel. It's a bit of an M right there. See that? So unless you get some short squeeze, this is likely heading back down here, at least for now. Then maybe the 1 hour will push us out to the upside. Four hours got indecision, but it is pushing to the downside as well, too. See that? S&P headed down. I mean, right now, it's ugly patterns. Look at that. I mean, it's a rising wedge, and it's not even like, it's like hard to put inside. Look, I have to do this. I mean, it's a rising wedge, like a horrible one, too. Look at that. Yikes. 68% chance this dumps on you to the downside. So, and there's I guarantee there's bearish divergence on that. Like, without a doubt. There is. Look, swing up to swing up here on the 4 hour. And swing down to swing down. And there was bearish divergence here, too, on the 1 hour. We showed you that, too. So you got double bearish div. All right? And we've had, like, a couple weeks of lovely. I mean, Bitcoin went from 17 all the way to 25K. It was a rally. Right? There was money. We ripped the market. There was a lot of money being made in the market. We ripped it. So, bit of an M here. Rejection. I see at least some downside coming for the 15. At least for the 15 from now. And we'll go from there. 1 hour is throwing a wrench in the loop saying, hey, I want to stay bullish. You have this resistance point here. And that acts as support for the S&P. Some indecisiveness for sure, everyone. Even I will have to tell you, when things are up and down, things are up and down, right? Like, this pattern is hard to figure out. Strange. Because then you got this weird pattern inside of it. You see? If it looks confusing, it is. That's because it is. So look, here's the bigger pattern at play. Let me shift the top trend line right where it needs to go, though. Hold on. Sorry about this. Hold on. When I match it on the daily, it doesn't like to match too well. So hold up. I'm going to shorten it, go to the 4 hour, and attempt to clean it up here. So there we have the pattern. All right. Resistance, resistance, resistance. Resistance again with bearish divvy. All right. Unless a miracle happens and we get some type of crazy short squeeze and the dollar dumps immensely, we're looking for a pullback for the S&P. 4 hour looks like it's coming to the downside. Levels to watch, it'll hold 42,000, right? 4,200. We don't want to break below 4,200 or this high volume node here at 41. However, this is a rising wedge which will break to the downside. The measured move is really like here. That's your measured move for the S&P. The daily could take us down very badly. So I just want that to be clear. Everyone understand this idea. We still would make a higher low here, and then we could put in a higher high in the trend. All right. But it just, that's a possible bearish scenario that I have to point out on the daily. I don't like putting out the bearishness, but I'm open-minded to everything. I actually don't mind because we could short the S tokens nicely and make a killing. So we could make a lot of money on that move. So, okay, no worries. So all eyes on the 1 hour. Can the 1 hour save the day? So that's why today we're going to focus on the 1 hour and the 15. And actually now I see the pattern that could possibly be forming. It's this symmetrical triangle, which I didn't even notice till now. So we could be forming something like this here. See, up, down, and getting tight. And then break to the upside. I don't know, you know. So I'm looking for the 15-minute to reset to the downside. Can the 1 hour pop us out? Measured move, if we do something. I mean, I'm trying to figure this out, but it doesn't look nice. Would take you to 43.60. And that's on the 1 hour. 1 hour is the only thing we got really going for us. Lack of bearish momentum. Pushing to the upside. And the 4 hour also is getting over. It's headed down. So the ES1 is giving us mixed signals today. And most likely bearish. If I had to call, I mean, it's bearish divergence. Rising wedges. You're at resistances. You're high on the daily. There's a lot of bearishness there. I'm not guaranteeing anything's going to happen. We're going to take it one day at a time. But the probability is now that we are bearish on the S&P. Hands down. You can't, you got to look at it that way. We looked at the dollar index this morning. All right. Let's talk about it. Whatever happens to the dollar will affect Bitcoin, hands down. It is what it is. All right. Shout out to everybody here on the live. 799 people, 572 likes, $75 in chat revenue. You people are unbelievable. Thank you so much for the 801 viewers, 573 people on the live. Keep pumping those likes. Let's get the likes to 800. Let's get to 1,000 people on the live. We can do it, baby. Take a drink of that lemon water. Let's stay hydrated. Let's do this. You got me hyped right now. 800 people. Keep hitting the like. You are changing the narrative. You are controlling it. It's just like voting. We're going to make a real voting system, the blockchain party. I will vote for president one day. I will run for president one day when I'm 30, 45, 50 years old, something, 20, 32, whatever it's going to be. And I'm telling you right now, it's going to be just like this. You are going to control the narrative. Hit that like button for the lifer. I greatly, greatly appreciate it. Keep hitting the like button. Come on, I want to see the likes go to 650. There's 200 of you people playing games with the kid. Help people get educated. Help people learn. We found short squeezes last night. Let's keep it moving. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. You can, you will, you are the best. You are the best. I'm telling you right now. If I helped you motivate, if I helped you wake up, if I help you wake up every single day with gratitude, with the attitude of love, light, and the pursuit of happiness, baby, hit that like button. How are we not booming to the upside here? Bang, bang, bang. Shout out to each and every one of you. Thank you so much for being here. All right? Appreciate you all getting me hyped right now. So what I don't like here is the dollar index making a bit of a flag. We don't want to see a flag. We don't want to break back inside these patterns. So you see this giant wedge for the dollar index here? To me, it clearly broke out of the pattern. I mean, it was on a nice wedge and it broke down out of it. Trying to retest it right now. But it was overbought on the 4-hour time frame. The last time we looked at it, extremely overbought. That's not a great sign for the dollar, right? So the dollar, extremely overbought. And you can see it's now forming a new trend here. And look, I even called the fact, could it make a shoulder head and a shoulder there? I was hoping. Kind of negated it a little bit there. Kind of a shoulder, head, and a shoulder, but I wouldn't. That's ugly. But look, you got this pattern here forming now. And we would just want this to head back to the downside. We want this to trend lower. This dumps in the 4-hour. That's going to help Bitcoin pump. And give us a little move back above 24K, 25K. Then, when Bitcoin does do its thing. Sorry, I was a little white there. Still in the middle. There we go. Then when Bitcoin pumps or, comes back down on the daily time frame, hey, I get no respect over here. Hey, Johnny, you know what? I get no respect. So I want to see this dump on the 4-hour time frame. However, it's probably going to pump on the 1 hour. Now, 1 hour is actually a little high and indecisive. I like that. So we're going to flag it out. When in doubt, flag it out. The flag represents the fact that you're open-minded. Making a flag says to the universe and to the world that you don't know where it's going to go, but you're willing to watch the probabilities. That's what this flag does. The flag really does a lot for you because it's about philosophy. It changes the way you think if you make a flag. Because you're like, well, sad to say, I mean, if this stays in the flag and resets all the way down on the oscillators, so if the stochastics comes all the way back down and this flag stays intact, then you have more of a chance that this is going to break out of the flag to the upside. You see? Now, if Bitcoin's done on the daily, see, this is very oversold on the daily time frame, and it has been pumping. You see it? We want to see this 4 hour take us down. We do not want to get above this resistance that we've been fighting. Right here, look. And we started this resistance, couldn't get above it. So we're going to watch this 4 hour and the 1 hour, and we're going to hope for a move to the downside for the dollar. All right? This is going to give us insight into Bitcoin. That's why we look at the dollar index every single day, and it's the inverse correlated asset. All right? I also like to look at the Bitcoin short too. The Bitcoin short, this is Bitcoin 3S. Why? Because it gives you some insight too the other way around. I delete all my work and I freestyle on the short. Let's take a look. Would you open a short when the 1 hour is that high? I wouldn't personally. There's a bit of an M pattern there. So would you open an M when you're high on the stochastics? I wouldn't. Right there, that was an M high in the stochastics, dump. Here's a bit of an M high in the stochastics, a little bit of fake out but pump down. Here's an M high in the stochastics, dump. Here's a bit of an M high in the stochastics, dump. So that tells me that it's not a good place to open a short for BTC. So now you get some insight the other way. If you're learning, you may never have heard this before. If you just saw this for the first time, how to look at the inverse asset, hit the like button, please. Let us know that you're alive and that you love what you're learning here. Shout out to 798 people. Can we breach 800, baby? Let's get to 700 likes, everyone. Get up, baby. I want to stand up and just be like, come on, let's go. Hit the like button, baby. Wake up and down right, my dad used to say. Woo! Come on now. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get motivated. We can get to 1,000 people. I know I could pull it out of the energies of the universe, blast it into your body. You could just get up out of your chair, feel the exuberance, feel the energy. Come on now. Look, they're fighting with this 800. They won't let us breach 800. Let's breach through 800. Let's hold it strong. Bang, 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 baby. It's up to you. You need to keep hitting that like button. 200 of you need to hit that like button. We're at 670. 800 people, 130 people. Let's go, baby. Let's go. I would not ever leave you hanging. If I was watching you grind your face off, I would grind the heck out of that like button. I'm telling you right now, I would bang on it till the thing broke my finger and I was bloody on my fingernails. I love each and every one of you. Come on. Love is the strongest frequency. You can, you will, you are the best. Let nobody tell you you can't change your life. I'm telling you right now, let nobody tell you that you won't be able to change your life because you can, you will, you are the absolute best, baby. And we're going to change the world. We're going to help this guy with his kid. We're going to do a lot of awesome things in this world. I'm telling you right now. Things that feel good. Things that make you know you're doing the right thing. Live in love. And I'm telling you right now, God will take care of every single desire that you ever had. Live in gratitude and love, and more will come your way. Every single day, say, I'm happy for what I have. I'm happy for the air I breathe. I'm happy for this tie. I'm happy for this pocket square, right? I'm happy for the super chats. I'm happy for the viewers. I'm happy for the likes. Thank you to each and every one of you that did hit that like button that boomed us up to 800 people. 700 likes. You people are unbelievable. Thank you to each and every one of you. I appreciate you all. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Attitude is gratitude every single day. So the short, struggling. You see that? I'm telling you that it may not be a good look to open up a short at the present moment. Let's take a look at the 15-minute, the oscillation there. See, that's telling you that it could bump. So the shorts in this flag here that could, see, may just fake out and break out, but the 15-minute does suggest that you could pump here. Bit of a shoulder, head and a shoulder. Not perfect though. It's resembling. Wow, 12% out of the short if we breach. So what we want to do is we want to see this 15-minute just go sideways while it creeps back up to the upside. We want to see this M follow through and dump to the downside. However, there is a 68% chance this short will play out on the 15-minute alone, though. Just the 15-minute. we'd like to see some type of short squeeze, and as this stop to drop, we want to see the short lose this support zone here. All right. Then we also take a look at the Dow Jones every day. Because if the Dow is up and people are making money, they're going to be more amped to put money into crypto. It is what it is. So we talked about the Dow hitting this level. We got very close. We've been calling the Dow very nicely. Look at this cup and handle to the upside. Sammy, cup and handy to the upside. And Jordan, man, you got to do better on my impressions, man. You don't have a good impression voice, man. I watched your impression the other day. It was so weak. Thank you for sending so many people to my stream. I appreciate it. So many people come and sign up to my group, and they're like, man, I saw you on Jordan. Jordan was making fun of you. Then I went to your channel, and then I actually got education. So thank you, Jordan. Keep making fun of me. It's the best thing you ever did for my career and my business. You were pumping my bags, baby. I appreciate that. Nice dude, man. And honestly, I think it's all in good fun. Anyone from Massachusetts is cool. Usually have the, we get each other a little bit. I did try to meet him for lunch, though, and he dogged me. So, claimed he wasn't, I don't know. We'll get him, said my wife. So, the Dow Jones is low on the 15-minute. With a little bit of momentum on the 1 hour. And overbought on the 4 hour. So, it's kind of inversely correlated in the S&P. It's interesting. That's interesting. But that tells you we're about to dump out of a rising wedge too. I mean, just not a good sign to be oversold in a rising wedge on the Dow Jones. When in doubt, flag it out. So our hope is that we make a flag, touch the 21-day moving average, and continue the length of the pole to the upside for the Dow Jones. So we'll watch this closely. We need to stay above this resistance now at 33,186. It's very important we don't break back below 33K for the Dow Jones. A lot of crazy signals today. Look at ETHBTC. That's going to tell you a little bit about what's happening with ETH and, the altcoins. So we had this move, we talked about this rising wedge possibly breaking to the upside. If it didn't, that was our measured move down. We did break out. Now we're flagging it out, just like we're flagging out everything else. Bullish in the 4 hour. Says that it's going to beat up on Bitcoin. That's a bullish trade right there. Watch this flag. ETH could beat up on Bitcoin by about 12%. Hey, baby. You want a hug, baby? So ETHBTC, S&P 500, US Tether dominance. All right? If people are running into Tether, then that's going to hurt Bitcoin, right? So Tether dominance, look, it's overbought on the 4 hour time frame. I'm going to say something that I normally would never say, but I believe the daily is going to do an anomaly. And even though it's overbought, it looks like we're going to keep pushing into the $25,000, $26,000 area. Why do I say that? Because I'm getting this, and I know you don't trade on feelings, but I've been around these charts. And when the 4 hour gets overbought on the dollar index, on the US Tether dominance, it usually means Bitcoin's going to pump. And look, you can see that we're at a resistance here. We can't seem to get above it. We broke out, but we're overbought right now and can't get above that resistance. So as long as the US Tether dominance doesn't break back above 591, 595, Bitcoin will continue to pump to the upside. So that's something to think about too as well. All right. So look what we do here to figure out where Bitcoin's going. We look at Bitcoin. We look at the Bitcoin short. We look at Tether dominance. We look at the Dow Jones. We look at the S&P futures, and we look at BOOKMAP. We give you a plethora of information here on this channel that you don't get anywhere else. I'm telling you right now, we perfected these ideas and how to find the tonnage. So look, right here, we see way more liquidity down at 23.5. It's just likely we're going to head down to 23,500. Last night, it was the same scenario. We headed up to 25,000. The whales will battle, but the whales with the most liquidity will usually win. The market makers and the exchanges will head down and find that liquidity. So 23.5, 23.9, I'm looking, you got 1,200 Bitcoins at 23,500, then in between 366 and 400. I mean, that's 2,000 Bitcoins. Hands down right here in a buy order. I'd be surprised if we don't go to 23,750 at least. I'd be surprised. All right. I can't believe how sideways we've gone right now this whole time, right? And the 7 minute is just oscillating down, which is actually a good sign. as we stay above the zone. So now we have a little bit of support here at 24,060, which just held a little bit and we wicked above it. I'm indecisive right now. I wouldn't open up a long or a short. I'm watching the market, so I'm indecisive on the market. We need confirmation. We need to get above this resistance to keep longing. We need to break this resistance and drop. Honestly, I would wait for a tiny short and then a long back to the upside after we confirm that. So that's more my idea, is to long this bounce down here, okay? Or to long the bounce here, the retest of this zone here. Right now, I want confirmation. I took a nice trade last night. I sold here at the top, right up here. I sold that top last night. I mean, when you pump like that and everyone's ripping and you see the shorts getting liquidated, the more and more shorts get liquidated, the more you should tell yourself, I should be getting out of the short. I did sell a little early. I sold right here and then they boom. But hey, I didn't, I took the majority of the move last night for BTC. So that's Bitcoin in a nutshell. Let's jump into the altcoins. Let's take a look if I see anything, because some alts are going to pop no matter what. No matter what Bitcoin does, there's going to be money in the market. Let's take a look. Can you check VeChain? You're the man, lifer. Happy Monday, bros. An angel, huh? All right. I got to behave. Sam, look at the 3-hour stochastics RSI of Bitcoin. When it's high, yeah, we went over that. Oh, he said the RSI, though, so I'll give him that. Let's take a look at the RSI. High, 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 high. Came back down. Interesting. But it correlates with the stochastics. And then we use those in the 4-hour. It's the same scenario, man. Yeah, I disagree. I mean, I agree, but I feel like the 4-hour just gives you the same thing. Just going back to what we covered earlier. All right. Shout out to Laura Marshall. We love you. Super chats. Omi and Uma would love your TA on Cardano. Send in a super chat, Jordan, and that's how you'll get it. All right, my man. It's easy. It's $1.99. It's not like it's out of reach, my friend. Save the choking for ending, Rod. You're hilarious. Can you check Theta, please? It's called Seller Dominance. You're hilarious. He's far behind in the chat. Hey, I'm doing work. I don't have time to sit and talk in the chat all day. I'm just joking. I love y'all. Send in a super chat for TA and Deep Dive. Shout out to East Jordan, Gina Bombina, Wen, Dizzle, Roddy Robinson, and all my moderators here. Shout out to Gina Bombina. Most my trades that was still open got stopped out last night. Good thing I had a few good trades this weekend. I mean, I always say I wouldn't be trading Sunday night into Monday morning. Worst time to trade. I say it every single week. I say the best time to trade is Tuesday through Thursday and Friday. It's almost better off not. Only thing I would trade is BTC because you have more control over it. Anku Kutsi Butsu, are you bullish, Anku? Anku, are you bullish? 15-minute and 30-minute divergence now. Bullish. Bitcoin will reach 24,500 in 10 days. Mark my word. It's already here, though. Do you mean 34,500? I think you made a mistake, Mr. George. That doesn't make any sense. Came to say hello to the lifer studying for an exam. Can't be here today. Love you. Bye. Honestly, I think you should stay. It'll probably help you hit the exam. We'll get your brain right, Are you bullish? Liquidity below looks bad, though. See? Super chats, Omi, Uma, and XNL. Let's take a look at Omi, which is Ecomi, which is one of the biggest, coins in the game when it came to licensing and NFTs. I believe Alfred Kahn, right? Al Kahn, one of the biggest licensings with children's licensing stuff. He has something to do with Omi. I believe it could do big numbers. So it does have the connections that it needs to go big. All right. So let's take a look. We were talking about Omi before. I'm looking at here on Gate.io. Came out in March of 2021. Makes about sense. Dumped, came back up, dumped back down. It's at the lows. If you believe in this project, it's definitely, I believe, a time to DCA into it. But you got to believe in it. Do I believe in it? No. Is it my thing? No. I'm not into it. I think it could go numbers. I think it could do numbers, but the market cap's a little large. Take a look at the market cap right now for Omi. MATIC, shout out to Bo Donovan. Love that name, Bo Donovan, dude. Shout out to my Irish brother. Appreciate you for coming on into the live. Thank you for being here. Let's take a look at what's hot today and what's not. Last 24 hours, Chili's is up 11%. In 7 days, it's up 31%, one of the biggest gainers in the market. Steppen, maybe coming back. GMT, we like trading GMT on and off. It's been fun. Hollow, hot coin, and an oldie but goodie. Shiba Inu back in the day up 26% on the week. Some massive gains on the week, right? Chili's, and this UNOC, that's like payback for Mount God. I don't know, some hack or something. That's like some weird hack. Don't worry about that. Cabo Lend. Everything else is pretty flat. Interesting. But Chili's, and I actually put out a trade for Chili's. I've been trading Chili's on and off for a while now. I mean, look, it was in a beautiful ascending triangle. That thing banged on you to the upside. Look at that. And continued to go to the upside. The winner of the day, Chili's. Bang, bang, bang. Look at that. Up 34% gains for Chili's. We were talking about Chili's down here in this cup and handle. Look at that. So, had you listened to me when I first brought this out, we were buying down here. It's now up 124%. Look, I put it in a cup and handle down here. No stop loss got hit in the making of that trade. Look, no stop loss got hit. That was technically one of the bottoms right there to buy, the right shoulder. And boom, this thing was gone. Up huge since then. It took a while, a lot of patience, but up 124% since entry on June 22nd. Crazy to see an uptrend like that in a bear market. But we're in a bear market, right? Even though Chili's is pumping up 124%. Shout out to 838 people on the live, 760 likes. You people are amazing. Keep up with the likes. Let's get to 1,000 people on this live stream. We can do it, baby. We can do it. I know we can. I know we can. Why not? There's no reason why we can't. And today I'm going to be on Miss Teen Crypto. Remember, Miss Teen Crypto. Take a picture of this dude. I want to hand him $2,000. I want to do my part for that little kid that got found in the trash. I do. I know it's not that much, but I want to give something. I want to give something to those people. So look at Earn Bitcoin Play Games. Miss Teen Crypto Play to Earn with Thunder Games. It's pretty cool. But she put out a cool, let me see where it is. Right here, look. ETH to 5,000 is the bull run back. Cryptolifer special guest with Miss Teen Crypto. We're going to have a blast. I can't wait. Breaks it down for us live tomorrow at 8:15. Bang, bang, bang. So shout out to Miss Teen Crypto. This will be today at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, baby. 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, ready to rock. So catch me on Miss Teen Crypto today at 4 p.m. I'm super excited to be there. Can't wait. Can't wait. 2 gallons of gas for making my day better. Shout out to the gas, man. Thank you for $10 in gas, man. I appreciate that. It's hard these days, so thank you so much. I try to show up every day to try to empower you, make you feel good, let you know you can do anything you can put your mind to. You can do anything you put your mind to. You can change your life immediately. Shout out to Tom Crown. Shout out to Ben Armstrong. Shout out to every awesome people that retweet, likes, helps me grow on the channel. We're on YouTube and Twitter, $7,425, and we're streaming on Twitter right now to one person. But hey, I think we just keep it on the YouTube stream. I don't know. I go back and forth over these ideas. Chili's. So Chili's was the big gainer of the day. Amazing, huh? I want to see if I had on the when I last put it on the radar. Yeah, 622 was when the last time I was talking about in that cup and handle. Funny. Chili's, man. CHZ. But look, my man had it on 8.6 in the trading group. He had it right here for you in case Anthony C. Shout out to Anthony C. So even if I miss a trade, look, he had it for you perfectly in the trading group. He had the triangle and everything. Look at that. I mean, so, and that's why people join my trading group. It's not just about me. I tell everyone that. I've assembled 800 people together to blast through space and time. This guy nailed it. Shout out to Anthony. The ascending triangle with 30% measured move. 1 hour oversold, riding the 21 for support. The 4-hour SR is high. He even gave you the idea just in case. But this thing would blast. Thank you. Nice little pop. Peyton. 75% of people still won't know what CHG and Algo is. Love it. CHG looks like it wants to pop on A3. I mean, my team was all over it. Look, and then he pointed out, went beyond the measured move. Look, he had his trade and he nailed it. Then he even had you in a flag. My team is awesome. Shout out to you and yours. Shout out to everyone that jumps on into the trading group and helps each and every one of us achieve our goals and dreams. You help me achieve my goals and dreams. Then I help others achieve their goals and dreams. So it's just a bunch of positive people helping each other achieve their dreams. Send in SuperChat for deep dive. Shout out to my dude Sam. Thank you for the awesome energy and the knowledge every day. Someone asked for OP. This is how. Kevin Baker, thank you for the $5 super chat. EJ dropping comedy albums, right? I usually find out about you being live on Twitter and pop over to YouTube. Better quality. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. What's up, dog? Can you look at the PLSA chart? Looking fire. Ooh. Speaking of putting my mind to it, I got to get these zombie AI trees done. I'll be listening, lifer. I have no idea what that means. I've never been so excited to be ready for work like I am to make sure I get in time for the live show. Don't know what it is, but I got Crypto Lifers shot. Thank you so much. I love you, Laura Marshall. We will change your life every single day here. Shout out to Gina, East Jordan, and everybody here on the live. We love you all. Super Chats, Uma, XNL, and MATIC. Let's take a look. That's almost 3 gallons here, baby. Lasagna would never dump you. I love lasagna. Why would you bring up my favorite food? Now I want to make lasagna. We need a lasagna token. Real G's move in silence like lasagna and gnome. We're going to take a look at MATIC right now. Everyone wants to know what's up with MATIC. Important. And we got 40 Jim Rohn quotes that you'll never forget. Okay? Don't say if I could, I would. Say if I can, I will. Don't wish it was easier. Wish you were better. Don't wish for less problems. Wish for more skills. Don't wish for less challenge. Wish for more wisdom. Either you run the day or the day runs you. Without a sense of urgency, desire loses its value. Without a sense of urgency, desire loses its value. Without a sense of urgency, you got to get it done. If you don't like how things are, change it. You are not a tree. How long should you try? Until you actually get it. Learn how to be happy with what you have while you pursue all that you want. Don't wish it was easier. Wish you were better. I love it, man. If you're not willing to risk the unusual, you will have to settle for the ordinary. Let me say that again. If you're not willing to risk the unusual, you will settle for the ordinary. Right? Start from wherever you are with whatever you got. Formal education will make you a living. Self-education will make you a fortune. Let me say that again. Formal education will make you a living. Self-education will make you a fortune. All right? That is so important. All right? I never let my schooling interfere with my education. So important. I never let my schooling interfere with my education. So important. Anyone can teach you how to trade. I want to teach you how to change your mind, how to believe in yourself, how to go after what you know you deserve. You deserve the best $1 million homes looking over the beach. You deserve it. God loves you. I love you. You love yourself. Why not? Shouldn't you have the best that this life has to offer? You should be able to make $1 million and give away $300,000 to someone that needs it. You should be able to change the world, make water for people that need water, change the world every single day of your life. I love you all. Damn, that 800, we lost 40 people on that. Man, 99 people, I love you all. Thank you for everyone that's here, though. You are true lifers. You love the life, and you're here for it. I appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Let's get back into the super chats. But I'm about staying motivated. I have to motivate myself to show up every single day. Someone asked about UMA. I said I wouldn't touch it. Remember? Yesterday they asked me about it. I said it's high on the daily. Leave it alone. I said pull a Fibonacci and don't touch it till it comes to the 618. Simple as that. UMA has to come on back down, baby. It's in a flag on the 1 hour. I get it. You think it could pump? Maybe it will. Not everything I say is guaranteed to happen. It's not like that. If that was the case, I would be a computer and I wouldn't be a human being. UMA could pump out of this falling wedge to the upside. You just have to heed that the other time frames are just not in your favor. Yeah, 4 hours low too, but the daily's not. I don't like trading against the daily time frame. I really don't. So you might be able to trade UMA for a quick scalp tonight, but you got to heed the fact that the daily is very, very overbought. So I'd be careful for UMA. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice. Please get yourself a financial advisor, or do your own due diligence for getting into any coin project or trade. All right? Also, everyone, I am 3089 on Discord. If anyone contacts you as cryptolifer and they're not 3089, they are not the real lifer. Simple as that. So stay away from people impersonating me. They're on YouTube. They're on Twitter. They're everywhere. All right? They see my success. They want a piece of it. They don't want to work hard. They want to scheme on it. All right? There's so many people trying to scheme on the lifer. All right? That's weird. just want to make sure. And what they do is they don't even join the server anymore, so I can't find them. All right. But I don't see them in the server anymore. Only one is me in there. All right. But please don't DM, don't listen to anyone. If it's not 3089, it ain't me, baby. It ain't me. All right. It ain't me. They keep us going at 24,100. More liquidity starting to get loaded. You can see they're starting to shift the liquidity from here to here. There was no red at the beginning of the live. Now there's more red here. You see that? Interesting enough. And we're getting a little chubbier in the 24,500 area. However, we still have more liquidity than at 23.7 and 23,500. That has not changed. All right. Let's go back into the super chats. Let's see what's cracking here. UMA, XNL, and MATIC. Let's take a look at XNL and also XCH. You got me thinking of XCH. So who had XNL charted was my man, Ray. Look at it. I mean, it's an Adam and Eve double bottom. Look at this. Let's take a look at this here. That's an Adam. Okay. And there's an Eve here. That's an Adam and Eve double bottom if I've ever seen one in my life. Suggests that we will break up 40% gains from the tip here. Just the tip. Sorry. I'm still immature. But I'm talking about just the tip of the TA here. I mean, what are you talking about? Right? If you're thinking about something that I'm thinking about, or that if you're thinking of what I think you're thinking about, then you, my friend, need to change your life. All right? You're thinking down and dirty. My goodness. We're talking about technical analysis and the tips of a candle, tips of things. And I'm also giving you crypto tips and pro tips, right? So if you think just the tip is something else, then you need to get your head out of the gutter, okay? And don't even laugh. Don't joke around with me. This is serious. Hey, this is Peter from Family Guy. Are you talking about just a tip? Don't play games here. I got my son Chris, and I don't want you to defame him. So look, movement here is going up all the way to 08637. Defame him or hurt his virgin ears. Everybody, this is Mark Wahlberg. When I say just the tip, I'm talking about the tip. I'm talking about giving tips and pro tips, okay? I'm not talking about what you think I'm talking about. I'm Mark Wahlberg. I love you. This message is from Maki Mark. Have a great day. Thank you. So look, we go all the way here to 08615 is the measured move for XNL. That is a Adam and Eve double bottom, hands down. So I'm looking at that on the bigger time frame. The daily has to be oversold, though, for me to kind of go with that. It is not. It's overbought. So, maybe it has to come on down to a little more here. I also don't like the liquidity. See the candles on this thing? It's just there. It's a lot of wickage. You're also at heavy resistance right now, but you can't seem to get above. 4 hours pushing with momentum. You did break out of this falling wedge here. Quick little scalp, in my opinion. Like, that was your measured move, and you're in and out. I would have traded that last night and sold that thing. Oversold, overbought on the 4 hour, overbought on the daily. Attempting to flag out here on the 1 hour time frame. It's Monday, though. A lot of indecisive for Monday. You could have false moves for Bitcoin. There's a lot of sketchiness. That's what I see for XNL. But at the end of the day, right, it's already setting up for maybe one more pump. And then look, that's going to be, look at this. Look down here on the RSI. I feel like it's setting up for some bearish divergence on the 1 hour, and then it's going to dump. I could be wrong, but this ain't my trade right now, and I really don't like it, personally. Let's take a look at MATIC, USDT. The MATIC network. So MATIC took a beat down. Was doing really, really good here. Was about to move. We made a nice pump out of this, actually. I traded MATIC 3L, and I made 17%, 20%. People laughed at me. I got in here 2 Saturdays ago. Watch it go sideways, 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 dip. Came back up, and then boom. And I got my monies, baby. I got my money. So I made that trade profitable, even though it took almost 2 weeks. All right. Let's delete my old work. Let's take a look at MATIC here on the daily time frame. So MATIC is clearly out of resistance here. This is a zone. I mean, bounce, a little bit of a bounce, fell through. We're at resistance, and we're getting overbought on the daily time frame for MATIC. Let me take a look at these stochastics RSI. Yeah, they're pointing bearishly to the downside and didn't make a higher high. It's interesting. We could squiggle, meaning like we might just flip back up. Anything is possible. We're also kind of getting high on the RSI. And look, there's bearish divergence on the daily time frame. You have swing up to swing up. You have swing down to swing down on MATIC. That's not a good sign. Last time you had that was right around on the daily. Really didn't have it here. You had it right here. So last time you had any bearish divergence on the daily was right around here, see? Okay. Here you had it too. And they both gave you some dumpage. And you had it right here too a little bit. So bearish divergence on MATIC on the daily time frame, getting rejected by the 200-day moving average. MATIC has to break back above the 200 to remain bullish. It's simple as that. So it's at heavy resistance. It broke above it, broke back below it. It is in a rising wedge that breaks up 68% of the time. That breaks down 68% of the time. If it breaks out, it will break out parabolically. All right. So we are in indecision. The daily could flip back up and go to the upside. Let's take a look at the 4-hour time frame. 4-hour wants to move, so there's a chance that that's your entry on the 4-hour. However, that's why it's high risk, baby. MATIC could possibly bang on you and go all the way back to 148. Now, psychological support and resistance for MATIC has been $1. It's going to creep on that area, and if it can't stay above a bean, look for it to break to the downside. The measured move here is the beginning of the wedge. All right? Also, if you break this liquidity zone, you're likely to head down to this one because you don't have a lot of support for MATIC in these zones. And look, that will coincide. Oops, sorry. That'll coincide with this area here. See? Which has resistance, a bunch of chop. So there's your high range. Here's your low range for MATIC. Thank you for the super chats. Much respect to you and yours. Who is that floating across the screen? Let me take a look here. Bang. Thank you so much. I appreciate that for putting some balls in the jar, man. Thank you very much. $99, $107 in chat revenue, 843 people, 836 likes. This is amazing. I don't know where you people came from, but this is awesome. I love you all. Thank you so much for being here. So MATIC has the chance here to go up on the 4-hour. You would just trade the 4-hour. You have to heed that the daily's not good. You know? Yeah, you have a little bit of bearish divergence. Yeah. Let me see here. That's bearish divergence on MATIC too. Suggests that you will dump to the downside. However, we're oversold on the 1-hour and the 4-hour. So there's indecision. And this is why, it is high risk. If it was low on the daily, like down here, the risk was lower. The daily was low. See, when MATIC was low down here, look. When MATIC was low down here, the risk was way lower. And look, we had a huge pump from 65 to 95. MATIC went up 50%. Like, we had a nice move. You know what I'm saying? How greedy do you want to be? After a pump, there's usually a pullback. We pumped nicely. However, there's a rising wedge. It could go parabolic, right? And there's an idea that we are starting some type of parabola here for Bitcoin, which would be kind of floating through all these coins, So I'm not guaranteeing this for MATIC. I'm saying there's high risk here. Would I take this trade? Honestly, I just closed my MATIC trade. I feel like FOMO. I'm like, I could miss out on that 4-hour pump. So what I do here is I wait and I act patiently. I'd like to see this bump and do a retest on the 1-hour. So I'd like to see the 1-hour pump to the upside here, right? Break through this resistance for MATIC at 105, and then retest $1 or $1.05, and then I'd like to swing trade it on the 4-hour. So that's the safe way to trade this. So the aggressive buy is right now. It's an aggressive entry for sure right here, all right? 15-minute needs to reset, right? But the 1-hour and the 4-hour are both oversold. It's a pretty good entry, For me personally, that's where I love to get in. I created a prerequisite for trading. 1-hour and 4-hour both oversold in the stochastics RSI. I like to get down. So look, here's a bit of a falling wedge that broke out, broke back in. Kind of a shoulder head and a shoulder too, though. So you're looking for the 1-hour to pump out of this to the upside, but we got to wait for the 15-minute to reside, and that's the same thing we're watching for Bitcoin. I'll update my group on this for MATIC, but the daily overbought, the 15-minute overbought, 1-hour and 4-hour ready to go. So from what I experienced, yes, there's probability of a pump, but I'd wait for the safer play to get above resistance first before I get in. We could easily just see an M pattern here and a dump out of the channel to the downside. So I'm cautious on trading right now. As I said, I'm not opening up tons of trades. I'm not going to post tons of trades. I'm watching the markets closely. All right? I'm watching the markets closely. This is supposed to be a 2-hour mix. I don't know how it wasn't going the whole time. Okay. We got more super chats coming on in. 2 gallons of gas. Thank you so much for the $10 super chat. You people are amazing. XNL and MATIC. So we hit UMA, XNL, and MATIC. Appreciate that. Send in super chats for Deep Dive. Shout out to my dude Sam. Thank you for the awesome energy and the knowledge every day. Someone asked for OP. This is how. We'll take a look at OP. Thank you, Kevin, for sending the super chat for that other person. Morning. Jup USD. CTI USD. Please. Joe Navarro. Double dipping, Joe. Double dipping. Shout out to Joe Navarro. Thank you for jumping on in. What's your advice for someone who's trading smaller sums, i.e. $100? 15% gains is good, but on $100, it's sort of meh. Do you recommend taking profit for the sake of forming habits? Dude, you don't know what's going on. You don't know. Yo, someone, Anku Kutsi Butsu, please send me the chart that shows if you use $100 and you make 3% a day, what happens to your life? Could someone send that chart to me real quick? Now, don't say anything about the camera. You were helping me out, Danny. I appreciate it, man. I'm a hard-nosed Praquito. Danny, if you're out there, anyone could send me that chart that shows what happens when you make $100 when you start with $100 and you make $3 a day. Because this guy doesn't seem to get it. Dude, take that small amount of money. Now, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm never going to tell you what to do. But as a trader uses small amounts of money to perfect a skill. 5 years from now, who knows what's going to happen? Believe in yourself. Maybe a big thing will happen in your life. Dude, 2 years ago, my life wasn't where it is now. Your life can change in 2 years in huge ways, but if you don't believe it will, then it won't. Get your mind right. Start believing that huge opportunities are coming for you. You can start making 20 grand a month. It's not that hard to make 20 grand a month. It's coming for everyone here. You can make $20,000 a month, $50,000 a month, 100 grand a month. Get your mind right. Open your mind and believe that anything is possible. The numbers that you see with your families and friends making 2 grand a month, 3 grand a month, that's regular life. I don't live a regular life. I broke out of regular life. Don't live a regular life. I said it, the Jim Rohn quote. If you don't want to go after the unusual, then you'll be stuck with the ordinary. Look, this is if you start with $100 and you make 3% a day. That's $3. The next day you have 103. The next day you have 106.09. The next day you have 109, 112, right? This continues to grow, 115. All right? Look, balance difference, $3 up, 3% increase. You keep going. On day 122, you have 3 grand. All right? By day 250, you have $150,000. You're looking at me like, no, yes. Look, by day 252, you've made $171,000 off of $100, making 3% a day because it compounds. The 3% is bigger the next day because you add another 3% and a 3% and a 3%. So my man, if you're making $15, if you're making a small percentage a day, dude, I suggest you continue to grind because this is your goal here. So do not say meh, all right? That's the problem here. So look, what's your advice for someone who's trading smaller amounts, i.e. $100? 15% gains is good, but $100 that's sort of meh. It's not meh. That's huge. If you could take $15 out of 100, you can change your life for the rest of your life. It's about the equation, baby. Come on now. Focus. Get your mind right. Believe big things are coming to you. Big things will come to you. Big things aren't coming to the people that don't think big things are coming. Your mind creates the door for everything to go through. If you don't open the door, you can't walk through it. Your mind opens the door for your destiny to walk through, but you must open the door with your mind, baby. I just made that up, but it sounded so beautiful. Your mind opens the door for your destiny to walk through, but you must open the door with your mind. You control your destiny every single day of your life. The second you don't, you're a leaf on a stream. All right? You're getting pushed and pulled by the whims of CNN, CNBC, Fox News, and all the other people out there bombarding you with how they want you to think. You see what I'm saying? Super chats, OP, File, LRC, VChain, Jupe, and GMT. $200 jump to 5K on Dent when I started. There you go. But the 100 into joining the 99. 15%, you're killing it, bro. I know, that's huge. Small gains is way better than any loss. Exactly. What a rush. $100 at 10% a day is $1 million in 100 days. That's crazy. Can we check BookMap? Are we getting a short squeeze? We are not. We're still kind of solidly sideways at 24,140. We are Sid's way, baby. We are Sid's way. We're going Sid's way. Sideways, baby. Sideways. All right, we have a bunch of super chats coming on in here. Let's take a look at Optimism. I like this trade a lot on the daily time frame. All right, look at it. Look at it. It's been holding the zone. It's in a cup and handle. I see hidden bullish divergence. We're low on the stochastics. I see this going up 134%. Bang, bang, bang. Already started to move. I like Optimism. It is hot right now. Look at the 4 hour ready to go. 1 hour and the 4 hour and the daily. Both oversold with hidden bullish divergence. You know, and look, a bullet swing down, swing up here. There's bullish divergence there. Don't mind the divergence lines there. They don't match on the 1 hour. So, you know, even the 1 hour is pushing to the upside, but didn't get above. Again, it's dealing with Bitcoin. Like, we got to get above this resistance here and here, these two lines. But I am bullish on the bigger time frame. 15-minute resetting to the downside and not really making a lower low. I like Optimism for gains. I've talked about it. It's on my radar. I called it radar. When I put 3 radars, there's a meaning, there's a reason. So Optimism looks beautiful on the daily. I want to trade it on the daily and the daily alone. Nothing else, you know. Optimism looks good on the daily time frame and the 4 hour. OP, baby. OP. Hasn't changed despite Bitcoin's antics too as well. So I like it. Thank you, Danny, for that 3% gains chart. And I'm telling you right now, you got to get your mind right to change your life. It doesn't happen overnight. And you got to use the 4 Ds. You got to have the desire to change your life. Then you have the discipline to continue to do the same thing every day. Write down what you're going to do and do it. I show up every day at 10 a.m. I show up every Saturday and Sunday night at 8 p.m. That's not easy. You know how many days I want to just call it out? You know how many days we're late somewhere and I have to tell my wife we need to start heading home because I won't make it to my show? You know how many days I have to tell someone, hey, do you have internet here? Because if you don't, I need to go home. Someone invited me to their nice, a house in Vermont 2 weekends ago. I had to say, hey, do you have internet? And I'd love to come, but I'm going to have to do a show on Saturday night. Is that okay? So, you know, and a lot of people criticize me. They say, you're not, you know, you're all about your show. You're all about your life. What about everybody else? But, you know, I'm there for my kids. I'm there for my wife. I'm there for my mom and dad. And, you know, through this show and through my life, I provide for so many people. You know, as I said before, my whole team that works tirelessly to push us at the speed of light, you know, and it's not easy. Not easy at all, for sure. But that's what I love about this life. It's challenging. It's not easy. And I know when something's not easy, there's a lack of competition. And so who's going to do what I do? Who's going to roll around like I do? Who's going to do these insane things? Let's look at Titan Finance. Titan on the radar real quick. Titan. I don't know much about the project itself, but I am looking at the TA. Titan. Daily could loop. Look at it. Yeah, wow, that thing dumped, huh? It pumped the last time we went over it, though. 12 hour ready to rock. See that? And look at the 4 hour. It's just getting really, really tight in the channel. And it's respecting its previous resistance. So Titan is on my radar here. The daily could flip. There was possibly some room on it. Just keep Titan on the radar. A bit of a cup and handle there, too. Not perfect, but, you know. That's a bit of a cup. Sammy, cup and handy to the upside. You know, Marv, the last time I saw something like that, it was 1969. I was driving a red Ford Mustang with a caramel top to match my caramel underwear. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. So Titan could boom here. Look, hidden bullish divergence. You got swing up to swing up. Swing down to swing down here on the same parameter here. That's hidden bullish to me. Says that the trend should continue to the upside. 1 hour is extremely oversold. 15 minutes is actually in the sweet spot. I like Titan for some gains possibly coming here. Again, it's high risk, high reward, low liquidity coin. Anything is possible. But Titan is on my radar. I'm throwing a freebie to the people that aren't in the trading group just to keep them excited about trading. Keep them going, baby. 2.8 risk reward ratio. I like a 2.8 or above, really 3. But I'll shave down to 2.8, like 1 out of 30 trades. I'll do a tiny 2.8. That's all right. So Titan might be the gem hidden under a rock tonight. Hidden bullish divvy. Hidden bullish div. Hey, Anku, you were able to clean this up recently. I saw you post in here. Are you able to actually edit my posts and clean this up? I'm just doing it quick. If anyone could clean it up for me, it would be nice. Like, make the nice green checks. I just have to do it so fast. I can't really... I probably could do it fast, but it's just harder, right? Titan looking good to me. Let's take a look at the super chat. Shout out to each and every one of you for jumping on into the live. Thank you so much for being here. 838 people. Wow. We got to 1130. We lost 100 people, but that's fine. There's 100 people that still want to keep pushing with us. Each time we lose less, you notice that? They keep realizing that wherever show they're going to, probably want to stay here with us, you know? Because they're going to miss gains. I wouldn't want to be missing gains. That probably wouldn't be a good idea. You know? So look, we talked about Filecoin being tight in a zone, and it's looking beautiful. Hasn't really done much of a move despite what Bitcoin did. Oversold on the 15-minute. Filecoin looking very, very nice. Stops would be below here now. Okay? So Filecoin on my radar, nothing has changed. You might not want to miss this one, man. Filecoin, when it pumps hard. Has a lot of institutional money that comes out of nowhere and tends to make this thing fly. It pumps like once every couple of months, and then it goes sideways again. Possibly some big gains coming out of Filecoin. We're talking 56% cojones, man. Cojones, no. 50% pesos, baby. So, Filecoin on the radar. I appreciate whoever just talked about it. Looking pretty nice. Filecoin on the radar. And it has a lot of what we're talking about. It has what we cook. It has a lot of the cooking sauce, baby. The fresh cooking sauce. Let's take a look at the 4-hour time frame for File. And yeah, it's oversold. Let's take a look at the daily time frame. And it's ready to go on all time frames, baby. And look, let's pull a Fibonacci on this because we can. Because we know how to and we can. There's no reason not to. And look, it bounced here off of, you know, it's actually riding the 0.5 right now. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if it dipped down to the 618. It could happen. Anything is possible, but I mean, lack of bearish momentum. Daily looking very bullish. Falling volume with falling price says that we are running out of sellers here. This thing is looking like it's about to pop. No bearish divergence. Look, it's falling down with its movement. It's not following Bitcoin. There was a little bit of bearish divergence here that fell through. I like Filecoin. It's looking very, very nice. 200-day moving average. We're about to get tight moving averages. This is a very good sign that Filecoin is about to explode to the upside. Filecoin, man. Filecoin. Oversold on all important time frames. As clear as day, that's amazing. It's absolutely ridiculous. Filecoin, baby. Filecoin. Shout out to everyone here, man. Thank you so much for being here with me. I cannot believe I lived this life. I used to sit and dream about having to do something different with my life. I had to go to work every day and do what someone else told me to do. I used to have to take all these files and organize them closely. It was insanity. It was insanity. My cojones are 50% because it's cold. You're funny. Jesus is a day trader. Who would have thunk it? You are a server owner. No one can edit your posts. Only delete them. Thank you for saying that. Super chats. LRC, VChain, Jupe, GMT, ENQ, plus Luna T. I don't know what Luna T is. Lunt? Never heard of Lunt. Let's take a look at LRC and VChain. Thank you so much for the super chats. So glad I found you, your lifer community. So glad you found your lifer community. Hope you consider the Lifers Beginners course. Come and join us. Everyone, all the people watching right now, we have a lot of new people jumping on in. I teach a beginner's course. I have been kind of lackadaisical about promoting it recently, just because the stream's been fun. We have a lot to talk about. But look, I do teach a beginner's course. It just helps you understand what's happening in the live stream. Like, if you're gonna come here every day and put in the work, why not pay $99 and get an extra sense of detail? I'm just going to give you all the details of how I trade, what goes on. I'm also going to give you a PowerPoint 9-point checklist. I'll also teach you risk management, how to find your stop loss with a calculator, and more. This will blow your mind. I put so much effort into it. It's from 3 to 5:30 tomorrow. I can't wait to teach that class again tomorrow. I'm actually loving it. I'm enjoying it more and more as I get older, and I meet more and more people. And then more people say, hey, the class changed my life. So I keep wanting to change more people's lives. So I get to change people's lives by teaching this class. I can't wait to change someone's life tomorrow. Who's going to be in the class? I can't wait. So jump on in. Spend an extra 2 hours with a positive, amazing person, which is me, and you, because I'm sure you're a lifer, and lifers are positive, amazing people. So I took the course. It was very helpful to me. Shout out to Pastor. He said so. Best beginner's course on the planet. It changed my lifer. I love you, man. Buying shrimp grow now before it takes off. Man, you guys keep talking about shrimp grow, man. SuperChat's file. LRC, VChain, Jupe, GMT, ENQ, LUNATICS token. Oh, you want me to go over LUNATICS? Eh. They tried to get me to promote, and I didn't want to talk about it. So, dude, Filecoin's hot. I honestly think we could just focus on Filecoin for the week. It looks the nicest. Of all the coins I've gone over, it looks really, really good. Thank you for class. 4 pages of notes. That's amazing. What about a do-it-yourself course? The course combined with shrimp grow. You're such a weirdo. Don't buy that as an obvious rug pull. I know. Don't touch shrimp grow and get these shrimp grow people away from me. Thank you so much. Lori Truda, what is up with you? Are you a shill? Why are you a shill? Let's take a look at LRC. LRC, shout out to each and every one of you for jumping on in. I love you all. So LRC, I have it in this rising wedge that wants to break to the upside on the 4-hour. It looks just like MATIC. Looks just like MATIC. MATIC and LRC are identical. Let me show you. You'd be like, no. Yes. Look, you want to see twins? You want to see twins, she? Eh? You want to see twins, huh? I'll show you twins. You want to see twins, she? I'll show you some twins, she, huh? And look, it just takes away your work when you do the double. But I mean, if those aren't twins, I don't know what to tell you. Right? LRC and MATIC, both at the bottom of the channel, both with the low 4-hour, both attempting to pump. So what do we get? A fake out, breakout? Like, fakes up to the upside? I mean, these are both, and these both, you get your measured move the same. For LRC, you take the length of the base of the triangle, flip it to the upside. For MATIC, you take the length of the base of the pole real quick here. Again, indecision, it's high risk. Okay? If you trade MATIC, if you trade LRC today, that's an aggressive entry right now. Very aggressive. Why? Because you could dump out of that 68% of the time, and the daily's probably overbought, right? Like everything else, it is. We're going to have to see an anomaly on the daily. And what does that mean? Well, I showed it yesterday in the live, and I've talked about it a few times around the blockchain. I think I even did it when I was on Ben's channel, but this will pump like this. Then it will start to head on down and oscillate and rip like this, and you're just going to see price action continue up. I've seen it happen. It can happen. It's very rare, but it does happen. Let me show you if I can find the anomaly here on LRC, because it happens it happens when a bull run really gets crazy. So right here, look. Right here it happened. Let me point it out. So as you were heading up, like you go back in time on LRC. So we would have been watching this, and we would have been like, okay, we're at resistance. We broke out of the falling wedge, right? We came for the retest. We bounced to the upside. The daily's getting overbought, and someone would have been like, someone that hadn't traded for 7 years, or 15 years, but 7. I've traded almost 6 years of cryptocurrency now. She'd be like, and honestly, when the daily got high there, look what happened. I mean, we just continued to pump out of nowhere. Look at that. Even though the daily was super high, and then we were super high on the daily now, and you'd be like, all right, definitely a pullback coming. You'd be like, we're definitely pulling back, and we pulled back a little bit, yeah. But look what just happened. I mean, okay? And usually when you're at a rising wedge, that's when this stuff starts to happen. Like here, this was kind of a rising wedge here. And that broke on out. So you keep watching this behavior, and then you get to where we are now, and you start to wonder. All right? So there are anomalies when the daily's overbought, and you can still pump. That's why I trade the 4-hour, because the 4-hour says right now that we're going to move. See? And you even have a channel here that's still kind of doing damage. It's this channel here. You're technically retesting right now. You broke out. You're retesting this top trend line and your bottom. That's also another possible move out of bull pennant. You know what? I think LRC is worth the trade. Again, you're going to have to figure that out. I think it's worth the risk against the daily. So I'm going to put LRC out there for the trading group. I like it. But again, you're going to have to find out. My trading group is not a signals group. We don't tell you what to buy and sell. Right now, when I post this, it's an idea. I'm looking at it. I'm like, I just want to put it on your radar so you remember it. Right? I'm just reminding you, hey, LRC is in a rising wedge. These break up this much. But again, I can't go. I'm not going into your account. I'm not pressing the buy button. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not telling you that you should be doing anything. You got to do whatever makes you happy. All I can do is educate you on technical analysis. I can show you how to draw these patterns, how to put in your support and resistance, what the measured move, what the moving averages are, what the MACD is, right? That's what I'm doing here every single day on this channel. I'm attempting, which I believe, I'm educating you. I am educating. Every single day on the channel, I am educating each and every one of you, all right? So you have to understand that the high risk is kind of, it's industry wide. And what I mean by that is Bitcoin is high on that daily. Bitcoin's going to have to do the anomaly that we're talking about in order to really push through. Op is where it is for show, man. I'm still young and new to crypto space and slow learner. Do you have a perfect, do you have the patience to teach me? In the 99, because I'm saving money to trade and my goal is to earn $1,000 a day someday. You will, man. I easily make $1,000 every day. I do that. I make $2,000 to $3,000 a day. You can do that, my friend. You can do that. Set your goals high, man. Make $10,000 a day. Anything is possible. You know, I've made 10 grand in a day, 20 grand in a day. You can make big moves, man, and change your life. I'm telling you right now, you do have to be in a profession that has unlimited wealth potential, which is trading. So you can do it, baby. You can do it. Let's take a look at VeChain. So, wow, we talked about VeChain breaking out of this falling wedge. We nailed it. We got that move. So we hit VeChain for about 10% gains. It could go up 18, though. Pretty interesting. So we kind of had this. You know, they dipped us out a little bit, but that was that Bitcoin pump, too. So once we call a Bitcoin pump, you can trade the smaller coins on that move. All right. So look, we're back at the bottom of the pattern here, inside of this giant rising wedge. 68% chance it breaks to the downside. All right, we have to heed that. Let's rework the trade. Remember, the daily's going to be high on everything. Yeah, this is actually coming down a little lower, but it is still not in the sweet spot. And you got some bullish, bearish divergence up here because that's swinging to the downside. I pulled a fib on this because I'm like, do we pull back here to the 618? There's a chance, you know. Moving averages are getting tight, though, and a lot of times we do get sucked up to the 200-day moving average on the daily. We would just kind of get magnetized to that. I wouldn't be surprised if we ended up doing that for VeChain. So look, very oversold on the 4-hour time frame. %68 chance that breaks to the upside. You got a little bit of bullish divergence there because that swings up. That swings flat. It's almost hidden. It's bullish divergence. So a bit of a cup with a handle. Savvy cup and handy to the upside. We'll take a look here. VeChain. At least to the top of the channel. Possibly 20% gains out of VeChain. Hey, we hit it last time. The same scenario. We hit this falling wedge. Exact same area. We hit that. Same thing would be going on here to the upside. All right. We do have resistance. If VeChain can't get back above 0.333, look for more downside for VeChain. All right. I didn't get into VeChain at half a penny. I've been holding it ever since, so I am still up 6x on VeChain. House of the Dragon, HOTD. No thanks. So that could go up 20% for VeChain on the 4-hour VeChain. On the 4-hour time frame. Again, high risk because of the daily. All these trades are high risk due to the daily time frame. You have to heed that idea. You could not even trade. You could take a few days off and wait for the daily to come on down again. Some people do that. Like, you don't have to force a trade. You get it? Just because I'm out here today doesn't mean that you have to open up a trade. You don't have to do anything. You do whatever makes you happy. All right? I'm just saying, like, I'm saying a trader doesn't have to force themselves to trade. You take the trades that make the most sense to you and you leave the rest of them in the zone. We talked about GMT pumping yesterday on the channel. We went over it. I talked about it, I think this morning, GMT. And there it is, up 11% gains. GMT. Let's take a look at GMT here. I talked about GMT yesterday at around 11. 4-hour can flip bullish and pump hard at 10:30 p.m. last night. So here's the setup. Here's what it looked like. 4-hour can flip bullish and pump hard. Looking at this idea here for GMT, all right? And because it was pointing down, but I was waiting for it to flip. And I figured because we were riding that channel, we would make some gains. GMT did pop. Also, $1 psychological support for GMT. It broke below $1. Might have been an issue there. Maybe even the team wanted to prop it up. You never know. If I owned GMT, I probably wouldn't want it to go below $1 if I was one of the people that created it too. Still got legs in the 4-hour. Doesn't mean it's done. 1 hour has momentum. And it broke out of this falling wedge here to the upside too. See that? Bang, bang, bang. GMT at resistance. 15 minutes probably overbought. It is. So, I think there's more legs left on the 15. 15-minute, flag it out. When in doubt, flag it out. Bit of an emerging cup and handle here for GMT. What I mean by that is the cup goes higher on the right side than the left side. It's emerging. It emerges up. We want to wait for the 21-day moving average to come and touch price action and kiss it. That's my white line there. When it does, this could be ready for another move to the upside. I'll keep everybody privy. We'll go over this. Set an alert here on the 15-minute. Watch the flag form, and GMT could continue to the upside projection. GMT alert projection, and that's what I usually put my alerts. Alert Stokes projection. I don't know what else to call it. My alert Stoke projection. Or my projection Stoke alert makes more sense. GMT could possibly have more gains. I think there's better out there, but if you like the coin, if you're chasing it, and there's, we kind of have it in the sweet spot, and we do have momentum on the 4-hour. So, but I wouldn't touch it until the 15-minute came on down. Again, I'm not a financial advisor, though. That's what I would do. I don't know what you would do. You do whatever makes you happy. Let's take a look at ENQ, which is Enicum on KuCoin. Enicum. Interesting. I'm going to pull a fib right off the bat. Whenever you see a retracement like this, the first thing you're going to do is pull a Fibonacci from the bottom to the left here. Bang. You can see that the fib is coming into the 618 area. Not too bad, right? And the second thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to like a bigger time frame, like the 4-hour. And I'm going to attempt to make some support and resistance zones. We see we have clear resistance where we couldn't get above here. We have some support right here. Some support right here. And at the bottom. Where's our next big level to jump to is right here. So, wow. This thing got dumped to the downside. Look at that. Woof. It has a lot of price history, and it is at the bottom of its barrel. Not every coin's going to come back. I want to make that really clear. Some of these coins will never, ever come back again. They'll turn into absolute zero nothingness. So just be careful. So you're looking at it on the 4-hour. The daily still has more downside too. Look at that. I mean, so this would have to flip like an anomaly like everything else. The 4-hour is very, very close to the 618. I wouldn't touch this with a 10-foot pole. I'll tell you, I don't know what it is. I'd have to do my research on it. Usually a coin with that much substantial uses and go that low. I mean, we go to the 3-day chart. Look at this thing. So look, it had a massive pump. I get it. That's why people are a little interested in it. It had a massive pump from probably a pump group just got their hands on it, in my humble opinion. Pumped it up 271%. Then they dumped it right back down. So I don't know. I'd be careful. I'd be careful on this. It's not my cup of tea, for sure. This falling wedge could break to the upside of the 4-hour. I'm not posting it to the trading group. Tomorrow it might be up huge. TA suggests you could make 118%. I guess there's a chance. Why not? 618, falling wedge. Something about it I don't know what it is. I don't like it. Let's take a look at LUNATICS. Which actually, I don't think I want to go over that coin, honestly. I think I went over it and it looked like a piece of garbage. We'll take a look at LUNATICS. Lunat. Binance Smart Chain. I think it's a meme coin, right? If it says you burn this to do that, I'm out. Dedicated rewarding holders in Luna Classic, burning the supply of Luna Classic, creating a classic LUNATICS range of NFTs. LUNATICS token has become the largest burning mechanism of Terra Classic within 9 days from launch. Currently, LUNATICS token has burnt 550 Luna C. 10% tax buy-in. It's a meme coin, man. Come on, man. Get out of here, man. Get out of here. I'm just going to do this just to show people how to get a decentralized coin. Look, I went to the coin market cap. I copied the contract address. I went to Dex Screener. And this is the thing, too. People forget that we're like decentralized masters here. VeChain hold till 2030. How do we find a good place to put a stop loss on these coins? By putting up support and resistance, then using their long tool, looking for proper risk management. And that's the beginner's course. The beginner's course will teach you that. You know, if you don't want to pay for knowledge, then I don't know why people go to college then. That's another thing, man. People will mock about a $99 trading group. Like, they'll be like, meh. But then they won't say anything about a college course that costs $3,600 and is one tiny course. It really doesn't do much for you. Like, you can't make millions of dollars off one college course. I teach one course. If you stay with me for the year, you can get it for $1,000 if you pay for the year in PayPal. That's the thing. Pay in PayPal or cryptocurrency and join my group for $1,000 for the year. I mean, that's a steal. Absolutely steal. Less than $100 a month. Man, pay for $270, $90 a month. $270. Yeah, so wait. Pay for $900 for the year. We'll get you in there if you want. $900 for the year. I mean, then you take my class, my 99, and honestly, that's $1,000. And I really don't think you can get a better, at least, I don't think you can get better education less expensively than how I put it out there. And I look at everyone out there online, man. What about LUNATICS meme coin 2? I'm all set. They didn't burn the coins. They accumulate them on a cold wallet. Isn't that funny? So be careful, man. I don't know. It says it could pop 240%. I'd be careful. It's a meme coin, man. Next, let's take a look at Jupe. Jupe is the most annoying trade I've ever taken in my life. I'm still in it, and I don't know why. It's about to hit my stop loss now, finally. Or almost did. I'm about to close it, man. Honestly, I was in it here. What the most annoying trade of my entire life. Seriously. I'm going to reassess it. I'm going to delete my old work. I'm going to look at Jupe yet again. It's just beat down on the daily. Like, come on, man. Like, I've given you a chance here to finally pump. Come on, Jupe. So when we look at it here, it's in this falling wedge. It's at the top of the wedge. It's in this falling wedge flag. It's technically in a cup and handle. Wants to break to the upside. I want to hold this trade till I win and then prove to everyone this is how you win. You know? But my trade is still down. I'll be honest. I'm in this trade almost for an experiment. Like, come on, man. Jupe. Like, what are you doing to me? How long are you going to play this game? Stop me out. Or you know, stop me out or pay me, man. One or the other. So oversold on the daily. Oversold in the 4 hour. Oversold in the 1 hour. It's been like this for a long time now, and it just doesn't matter. You know? We have this resistance here, too. Well, right there, we got a bounce. Previous resistance, new support there. I don't know what to tell you. It could pop, but it's taken forever. Taken forever. All right. Let me get off the 3 hour time frame that my man had me on. Uni and Uni 3 LTA. Thanks in advance. Shout out to Khalid K. I don't know if we want people that take worthless basket weaving courses for $10 a semester in the trading group. You're funny, man. SuperChat's Jupe. The 99 is totally worth it for the Discord. Thank you. I thought so. I might do something crazy, so I'm not going to lie. I'm holding a little LUNATICS for fun. Hey, you never know. You do whatever makes you happy, man. Love pumped 380% on the week. I know, love was crazy. They didn't burn the coins. They just put them on a cold wallet. That's crazy, right? Bitcoin coin at 24,300. That's like where it was, man. Come on. Like, people are strange. I love you all. Thank you. But some of you are strange. I'm strange too, though, so it's okay. We can be strange together. It's all right. If you're normal, then you're not a lifer. You know what I'm saying? Normal people don't make $1 million a year, right? That's not normal, all right? So you don't want to be normal. Wow, so we got the short squeeze for Bitcoin, and we pumped out of the movement. The inverted head and shoulder did break to the upside, as we talked about. And we're heading towards my target now. Look at this. We call this inverted head and shoulder. We broke out of the range, and we got the short squeeze. So look, the shorts did get squeezed. Look at that. 15,000. And they squeezed the shorts up to the liquidity zone. Look, they added more liquidity too. They took away all the red liquidity here and started raising it up to 24,500. 24,250 is the next range. They're still keeping this big bar here at 23.5, but I believe that will be removed. I don't think he's going to get it. Look, the heat map is gone here. It was red here. Now it's red up here. Now you got this guy at 25,250. Bitcoin looking bullish. 4 hour taking control. I'm telling you right now, if we break above this resistance now, we broke above the symmetrical triangle. It broke to the upside. See? So now we can negate the fact that we're going to head lower. We passed the test for the symmetrical triangle. We nailed it. If you were with us, we showed you this inverted head and shoulder with a 68% chance of break to the upside. And lo and behold, we did break to the upside. So far, we are at resistance now. We got pinned in the 7 minute. The 7 minute only gets pinned when it gets short squeezed. How do you find a short squeeze? You look at BOOKMAP. By combining BOOKMAP and stochastics and supportive resistance, we're able to accurately track Bitcoin on this live stream almost every single time we're here. It's very rare we call it short when it goes long, and it's very rare we call it long when it goes short. We've been very accurate now for the last month and a half. Honestly, for years now. I think there was one time about 2 months ago where I called a long and we got a short. I was wrong one time like 2 months ago. He called the people. Give Sam his flowers now. Smash it. Shout out to Kevin Baker, man. Hidden bullish divergence of the 4 hour Stokes. Yeah, look, I mean, not really. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Swing up to swing up. Slightly, not really though. I'm not gonna give that. Oh, actually 4 hour Stokes. Hold on. I see what he's saying. There is hidden bullish divergence in the 4 hour because that swings to the upside, that swings to the downside. Slightly, I get it. You'd have to take this node though. Thank you, bro. Love you. Shout out to Angu Gang. What is your projection for Bitcoin price in the next 2 hours? I just already told you that like numerous times, you know. In the next 2 hours, I mean, the 50-minute needs to reset to the downside, so it's looking like we'll come back and retest the zone. 2 hours from now, I believe Bitcoin will be at like 24,001, yeah, because it's going to retest and then pop. So unless we get above the zone, 2 hours from now, Bitcoin's going to be somewhere in this liquidity zone here, hanging out. 50 minutes overbought. I mean, it's telling me that you're going to probably make a flag here. So you'll probably be sideways. I think 2 hours from now, you'll be making this flag somewhere at 24,200, but you never know. I don't like to say, I don't care what Bitcoin is in 2 hours, really. It's like, I don't care about the time is what I mean. I just watch Bitcoin and I'm able to figure out as it goes. I don't really care about the time. Where it's going to be in 2 hours doesn't really, doesn't really matter to me. It doesn't. Doesn't matter at all. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for coming on in. 637 people, 926 likes, $144 in chat revenue. Why can't we keep the people coming back every single time? We're not done yet, and we still have a lot to reveal. We're not done yet. Look, we're able to reveal the pump for Bitcoin. We nailed it. I don't know why you go to another channel. You're missing out on information that's going to be key to help you learn how to trade. Anywhere else, I don't really believe is going to help you learn how to trade. If you want to entertain yourself, I get it. But I'm all about entertaining myself with value. Value-tainment, baby. It's all about value-tainment. TA should always be checked against the 3.5 hour time frame. LOL. Come on, man. The 3 hour? Come on. Crypto Sammy, it's not a video, it's a live course. Join the live course, man. You'll catch me live together. I'm taking a course and regret the debt I'm in, to be honest. Should have taken a business class at least. What type of course are you taking? A course in school? Yeah. It happens, man. I learned way more teaching myself than what school was able to provide for me. So, shout out to people like, Mike Maloney and all the people that helped me get where I am in life. So we talked about Uni in this cup and handle. If you're with me, we talked about this breaking up 29% gains. We nailed it. So if you were in my trading group, you would have found out what a cup and handle was. You would have been privy to Uni here, and you would have nailed it. Absolutely nailed it, right? So, Uni in the cup and handle. Bang, bang, bang. Doesn't always find, Let's break it down. So, Uni in the cup and handle, there was your handle. It boomed up. Measured move was just the smaller measured move. Conservative was the length of this pole. And we hit it. Look at that. 29% gains for Uni. Bang, bang, bang. So now what do we see? Well, we broke out of the cup and handle. Let's look at the daily time frame. The daily for Uni is actually getting oversold. It's a really good sign that Uni is going to continue to the upside. You see that? It's a really good sign. I'm very bullish on this move for Uni. It's oversold in the one on the daily time frame. Lack of bearish momentum, falling volume with falling price tells that the sellers really falling off here. They're going flat, a little bit of a movement. Where are the sellers? We don't have a lot. We broke above this high volume node here. We came to the next one. We break this, you're highly likely to come up here. I've seen it many, many times, at least to the next resistance node. So Uni looks very, very bullish to me. I like what I'm seeing for Uni. All right. I like that. Possible shoulder, head and a shoulder. I get it. But the 21 being crossed, the 21 crossing the 200, really good sign. And we're about to have a 50 crossing the 200, which is a golden cross for Uni. It's a big deal. All right. Uni is also tight in a channel here on the 4 hour, likely to break to the upside as well. The 1 hour. Dude, Uni on the radar for huge gains. I believe Uni's going to make massive gains. Everybody, this is a very obvious trade. All right. You do whatever makes you happy. All right. But Uni is a very obvious trade. All right. Unless Bitcoin dumps, anything could happen. Bitcoin could dump and take you to the downside. I mean, this is beautiful. Everything that I go for here. Uni looking absolutely scrumptious. And there's a Uni 3L token to take advantage of the move. Thank you, Joe Navarro. Now I know why you're putting Uni down. And look, I already have Uni 3L here. Possible gains of 78% gains coming for Uni 3L. We already took this flag out. We took gains out of that. Now we're back at the bottom of the channel. I like what we're looking at here for Uni 3L. 200-day moving average moving through the bottom of the pattern. This thing can make some serious gains. So, again, high risk, high reward in trading. Everything is risky. You never know. Always have a stop loss. Always be prepared. Uni 3L, you could get very hurt. I just want to make it clear. If you're a beginner, I would trade Uni, not Uni 3L. Uni 3L is a leveraged token, and you can get very hurt trading it. All right, meaning if it swings down, you can lose a lot of money trading these 3L tokens. People think because it's not leveraged trading per se, like you're not actually actively in an open position on a leverage book. I don't care. Just because you can't get liquidated, be careful. You can lose a lot of money on these tokens fast. So just be careful. All right. But Uni 3L, that's how you take advantage of Uni. All right. So I'm putting that out there on the radar. I really like Uni, and I really like Filecoin. Those two coins and OP. Uni, Filecoin, and Optimism are on my radar for the hottest coins. They're all low on the daily, all ready to rock. All right. Total market cap came back for a retest, but now it's bumping to the upside. Look at that. So let me get rid of all this craziness here. We had this falling wedge. We broke out. We nailed that. Look, we called that breakout. We hit the measured move. What was the measured move? Was the length of this pole. Break to the upside. Then we had this, we always make a flag. I made this flag. We broke below it. But look, we're still technically in the flag. Look. We just broke out of it twice. We broke up out of it twice. Now we're retesting this area. Resistance. That's an SR flip right there. That zone is providing a new area of support, and the 4 hour is very low. It's a really good sign that we've kind of time-stamped ourselves at $1.1 trillion. We're still in the parabola. Right? We'll take this. So I'm looking for a breakout on the total market cap. We cannot double top. So look, we're looking for this move here. We want to see $1.22 trillion in the next couple days. If we do not, we will make an M, and that will break us back down to these liquidity zones here at 1, and then back down to 1, 2. And I don't want to break $1 trillion. So we're going to watch this very, very, very closely. The total market cap of all of cryptocurrencies. All right. All right, everybody. I'm out of here for the day. My wife is staring at me like she's putting a hole in my shirt. And she's doing this. Why don't you come do that live? That's funny. Come on. Oh, you looked at the mirror first. Wow, how vain.
I made you French toast.
I smelled it.
You want to have it? You got to come and eat it before I eat it.
You made me French toast, huh?
Yeah.
Amazing. Wild was in a beautiful channel, wanted to pump to the upside. However, the Bitcoin dip let Wild do a stop loss and damage everybody out of the trade. So a lot of trades look beautiful the last 2 days. Dump easy. That's okay. We can kind of adjust it a little bit. Expecting a bounce back to the upside out of this falling wedge for Wild. So even just a slight pattern trade here for 21% is possible. Whole market could rip back to the upside. Bitcoin getting some legs here with the short squeeze could really push us to the upside. So I'm looking at Wild. I still have Wild in this giant cup and handle. Wild's on my radar, baby. Really is. It's low on the daily. So Wild is low on the daily too. So Wild, OP. So coins that I'm really watching. OP, Filecoin, Uni, and Wild. All are low on the daily time frame. That's important. Very, very important. All of those are coins that I would like to trade personally. I put out a lot of quick setups. These look like the money ones right now. All right. So all are oversold on. And again, no one paid me to talk about these coins. This isn't some promotion. I'm just going over technical analysis. The stochastics RSI is low on the daily. Lack of bearish momentum on all four of these coins. These are the hot ones. See what I'm saying? These are the hot jumps. So Wild. Shout out to everybody here. Thank you so much for the super chats. Unbelievable. Bought a load of Uni. Why not? What else I'm going to do with money? Bank it. YFI low as well. Great show again. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. I appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Shout out to the producers of the show, everyone that helps us. Shout out to Danny Makanawa for being here on the ones and twos. Shout out to BB Price for always holding us down and keeping it clean in the studio. Shout out to the audio guy, making sure the audio is mixed and right. Shout out to DJ Porter Rock, always checking on us, making sure that the quality is controlled. Shout out to Sean, going over all of the super chats and making sure everything is coming in nice and right on the timestamps. Shout out to my team, John. Shout out to everybody here who makes the show possible. Shout out to all my moderators who show up every single day. Shout out to Love Lording, East Jordan, CMAS, and everybody here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for jumping on in. Roddy Robinson, CNC Ireland, and all my blue crew. Thank you, each and every one of you, for coming on in. Shout out to Khalid K. I thought it was Joe Navarro. Shout out to Khalid K. Appreciate you for the Uni and the Uni 3L. That was on point, my man. That was on point. Shout out to Crypto Kayon. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Let's take a look at Bitcoin before we get on out of here for the last resort. So look, bearishness is that we're getting rejected with wicks and the daily is overbought. It's not a good sign. We could dump all the way back down to 21,250. Do not be surprised. However, we must break through this zone first. So we have support at 23,500. So if 23.5 holds, we can forget any of that nonsense. So we still have support there. But I'm telling you right now, there is a chance, there is a probability that we head back down to 21,500. Let's take a look at the 4-hour time frame. And the 4 hours looking just like all the other charts that we talked about. It's at the bottom of the channel now. It's in a rising wedge. It wants to do damage. LRC will pump. MATIC will pump. Every coin will break out to the upside if this decides to make gains, baby, gains. So, boom. I'm predicting a pump to the upside for Bitcoin and breaking through this resistance on the 4-hour time frame. That's what I'm predicting. That's has the highest probability because we're oversold in the 4-hour. However, we could come down here, bearishly retest on the 5 or the 7 minute, and then this will dump to the downside. If we bearishly retest on the smaller time frame, I'll put it out there. I'll be watching Bitcoin with alerts right now. Right now, I have an alert on my phone right here. I'll put this line here. That's an alert. If Bitcoin hits that zone, I run right to my group and make an update. I am all over Bitcoin every single day. I look at it 3 or 4 times an hour because it is my life. I get paid to go over Bitcoin every single day. So I'm looking at Bitcoin pumping to the upside here on the 4-hour time frame. 1 hour also oversold. Lack of bearish momentum. We came up. Boom, boom, boom. Ready to move. It is a higher low. We made a higher high. So look, even the trend, low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. Let's put in a higher high. Bitcoin must break above 25,065 to remain bullish. I want to see a measured move to 25,998 for BTC. So that's what I'm looking at for Bitcoin. Let's look at the smaller time frames just to kind of give you the details that you may be missing. We're going to look at the 5-minute chart, the 15-minute chart here. We're going to break it down. The 15-minute is oversold. We had a pump. We're going to watch this 15-minute make a flag. We do not want to break back inside this pattern. So we're going to be watching for the 15-minute not to break this trend line here. See, this trend line cannot be breached. We don't want to break back into this pattern. That'll be a very bearish sign. We want to stay in this area. We want to come and do a retest off the zone. I'll be watching the 15-minute for this when it resets on the stochastics RSI. We break back in here. I will keep you privy. Then there's a chance we head down lower. So I know exactly what to watch for bearishness. I know exactly what to watch for bullishness, and I'll keep you updated for both things in the trading group no matter what. Everyone, I love you. Thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. Remember, if you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing. Crypto is life. It really is, though. There's nothing else. If you're playing yourself if you're doing something else. Everyone, I love you. Thank you so much. Keep your pocket squares tight. Keep your ties right. And keep yourself flying at the speed of light. I'll see you tomorrow on the next live stream. Peace. I love you. Love is the best frequency, man. I'm going to go and love my kids now. Kiss on my wife and kids. Tell them how much I love them. They've been waiting for daddy to get off the computer. I can't wait to enjoy this beautiful summer day. I love you all. I'll keep you updated. I'll be going through the charts and flying at the speed of light. Thank you so much for being here. Peace.